What's going on, people? What's happening? Fucking hell, I read Land Rover. You got in here pretty quick, didn't you? Fucking hell, we need to get some. I'm gonna get some people up here. Fucking hell, this one won't be long. I'm relying on fucking another phone data here, like, so this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. It should be alright, actually. Oh, God. Reese, get this, get the link in here. See if anyone wants to come in. Yeah, may as well have one of these. May as well. Yeah, you and me, Land Rover. Just you and I tonight. How you been anyways, Land Rover? You been doing good? You been doing alright? I've been fucking coughing like crazy. As usual, because of the fucking bullshit smoking. Whatever you do, just do not smoke. It's not good for you. Especially cigarettes. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have to start going back to vaping actually, because the smoking is like doing like so much bad. It's doing worse than it is good. Yeah, one-on-one time, eh? One-on-one time. Fucking hell. Yeah. One-on-one time between me and you. Just you and I. So whatever you want to talk about, go ahead. I'm all ears. Yeah, chilled today. It's good. Yeah, I've been chilled as well. I mean, hardly anything else to do. I mean, again, do some more explores and all that. I've got a few places lined up, so it's good. So at least I'll be getting out more. But obviously, the one like 2 days ago went shit, terrible. Tried went around the whole area for like nearly an hour. Couldn't find a way in there. So obviously, yeah, bad. But I'll have to go back at another point. Therefore, get off that baggy. It's nasty stuff. Yeah, I mean, Amber Leaf, it's this one, yeah, £6 a pouch. I get it for £6, and £6 is actually like you don't know what's in there. It could be anything. It could be absolutely anything in there, like absolute filth, like dust off the floor. Everything you could think of is probably in that pouch of baccy right now. Fucking rat droppings, you name it's in there, and I'm inhaling that into my lungs. Yeah, my hair's a mess. Look at that. Actually, I need my comb. Oh, I can't be asked to go get it. Should be okay. I might actually do this. Like, I might make my hair go up here. See that? Do this. Do that, like a different hairstyle. Like a sweep back or something. I'm gonna have to stop wearing this pomade because it's like I'm losing my hair because of it. Like certain hair products that make you lose your hair, so and this one's definitely one of them. Shredding like a fucking cat. Howdy, just getting the cuppa. Neighbour, Frank, neighbour. You can come in if you want, or anyone else want to come in. Melissa's in. There we go. At the stream. There we go. How you doing? How's it going with you?
Okay.
Okay, how you doing? Hey, hey, how's it going? Huh? What do you think of the hair? I've like swept it back.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
I just don't care about mine now. It's gone past the stage.
It's a fucking mess, is what it is. Like, fucking hell, absolute fucking mess. Yeah, you get some
fucking nightmare.
Yo, hi Melissa. Bye, Jamie. Yeah, we're going. Pikes here, Mix here, the whole crew's here, the whole mob.
The lob.
The lob, yeah. The mafia, the Ulick mafia.
Has Frank come over yet?
He says he's making a cup. Then he'll then he'd be coming over. Well, I would imagine he'd be coming over. He's just, yeah, I would imagine he is. Fucking hell. Grey, man. I haven't got grey hair. Have I? Melissa, have you got grey hair?
I have the top there. Oh no, that's just me.
I can't really see any. No on yours
I,
or on mine.
I have to dye.
Dye it. You dye it.
Yeah, I have to. My hair was light brown. It was light brown.
So it's the same colour as mine?
No, mine's like proper light brown. You can see blonde through mine and everything. Until my sister bought the wrong hair dye and turned it dark brown. And I've stuck with it ever since. It makes me look like a goth sometimes, make me look ill.
Going for the gothic vibes. Your brother used to be a goth, but oh, fucking hell, look at that. Jesus. How the hell do you, like, I couldn't even dream it. Like, not even in my dreams it would look that good if I tried that. Like, it would be all over the place.
I've got oil all over me. Oil everywhere.
Oil Lissa.
Oil Lissa, yeah.
Yeah. Nick's still the king of them. I'm okay at them, but he's the guy with the
only managed to screenshot one of them. What he said, to screenshot all the words he said about me. Like all the names. Because I couldn't go back on Match Chat.
He
literally needs to start getting a bucket next to him so he can pee. We caught him once ages ago, we caught him once peeing in a can.
Peeing in a can? When was this? Like, was this on one of his live streams ages ago?
With Gareth, when Gareth was on with him. He forgot to turn the camera off.
Piss in a can? Fucking hell.
It was fucking rotten. It was rotten.
Let's hope he didn't fucking drink it like after if he was mortal, like, fuck it.
He had it on the floor and he came back on and I went, make sure you don't kick that can over, Matt.
Oh, jeez, you'd end up with a pissy carpet.
You seen it? You seen it?
You seen it? You end up with a fucking piss stained carpet.
So make sure Angel doesn't drink it.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god,
I haven't pissed in a can, I've done that. And I said, Matt, you were sitting there with a can between your legs.
Oh my god.
He still denies it to this day, but we've clearly seen it,
There we go, there's Frank. You alright, Frank?
Alright.
Did you hear the conversation about Matt pissing in a can and like almost drank it? Well, you didn't know.
Did you see that one, Frank, when he was on with Gareth and he was rock? He was absolutely pissed as hell.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, fucking hell. He left the camera on, didn't he?
I saw the one where he was in the bath.
Oh, he's in the bath live stream. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing was seen like during that fucking live. Like
he had plenty of fucking bombs in his bath.
I would imagine so. Like friggin' hell. Jesus.
Proper bombs. Bombs.
God.
I'm proper knackered. I've been sleeping on and off all day long.
I haven't even managed to really get any sleep because we were meant to get the painters and decorators here. They never turned up.
I'm at night. I only had 2 hours sleep. And
then I get a phone call from my doctor saying that he's had a letter saying I need injections in my left side for nerve damage and I need my L4 doing on my right side. I haven't had any letter.
I was referred to a counsellor to continue my bereavement counselling back in November. And that's when I stopped and not heard of Dicky Bird.
Yeah, but Walton Hospital's not normally like that because it's neuro. It deals with brain injuries and spine injuries and stuff like that. So they're normally quite good on things like that. But this surgeon's he doesn't want to do me surgery. He just doesn't want to do it.
You know, the only surgery I've ever had in my life is when I broke my hip.
Well, I've had one down there and 3 on my spine.
But do you know what the doctor said? They said it's very unusual for someone, and this was like 3 years ago, so I was only like 21, 20 or something, and they said it's very like rare. Someone my age then can break their hip. Usually, like when you break your hip at that age, you have to be involved in a serious accident, and I just had a fall, so that a check for like friggin' vitamin deficiencies.
Fall off a little tiny a little tiny, like, what do we call it? Like a little
L-
tiny wall.
Well, it was more of like I slipped and I like must have like landed at an angle because I'm very thin, you see. So like my hip
Mm.
bone like this sticks out quite a lot.
Mm.
So I, like must have landed directly onto it, and it must have like it must have it was like a hairline fracture. It wasn't like anything like serious, or it didn't completely break, thank fuck. But
Well,
yeah, it took like a few, like I think nearly 2 months to heal or something, to fully
mine's
heal up.
taken years. Mine's taken years. I mean, I've still got nerve damage big time because my body just doesn't want to accept it. It's
Yeah.
just going up and up and up and up and up in my spine. And if I don't get it stopped, it
Mm.
can paralyze me. It'll paralyze me.
Yeah, you
So,
didn't. Yeah.
you know,
You bet.
and
You,
that's due to care work. I'm working in factories. I'm putting it off. Much done that.
yeah. Your
Putting it
punches
aside.
and
Oh,
house.
you
Young
know,
Dan, how you doing? Yeah.
sciatica gone. Sciatica gone. A few years later, it's come back. Then it's gone. And then I got settled in a job and it just went, enough's enough. And by
Mm.
that time, all my discs, all my bulging discs are crumbled and cracked and broken into little tiny pieces.
Fucking
And it was
hell.
about a millimetre away from my spinal cord.
Mm. Yeah.
It would have paralysed me. They
Yeah.
thought I had cerebral fluid in my spine because I was having tremors. Basically, I had post-trauma disorder because I had 2 operations in the space of 6 months.
Yeah.
So it was like it had me all my nerves because they took my sacral bone out. My nerves from my sacral bone had nowhere to link onto.
Mm.
So it was sending me nerves all over the place. So I have all nerve damage down both legs. It affects
Because
both legs.
yeah, because that's where the nerves like run, the sacral bone, isn't it? Like they run through that area, your legs.
I get sciatica back in the right again, like from the beginning from my left. I've got no reflex in the left leg at all. So if you hit my knee, it won't bounce back. There's
Yeah.
just nothing there.
So
It's not there.
absent reflexes.
It's just nothing there.
Mm.
And that's just basically, but this surgeon from last year, because my surgeon couldn't do it, because he just come out of theatre. He just had a heart operation. So he couldn't do my operation. Now, Mr. May's always been brilliant with me. He's like one of the best in the UK. I touched lucky with him. Put it this way, I touched lucky that literally after 2 operations, I got up, walked, and had a fag.
Mm.
It was that good. I responded that good, but it was later on when I was meant to have had my healing process. It's just got worse.
Mm.
And I tried to get myself back into work and then, or tried to do something and I made myself double worse again.
So mountain problems sort of thing.
It's not that. What's more frustrating to me is Walton's always been, I've got like files and files of letters from Walton. I've been going there 4 years, right? And they always kept in touch with me. They always made sure I was all right. They always, sent me a letter. He always rang me up, even in his own time. This surgeon has done nothing. He's given me 20 minutes of his own time in a year and a half. So I know that that's not correct, because if I was a patient and I had really serious brain damage and he leaves his patients like that, it's not right. He's just not doing his job properly. And that's where
Sorry about this. Fucking hell.
I'm quite like, I won't let things drop. If I know that I'm correct, I'll fight for it regardless. I don't know what it is. I'll just open my gob no matter what. Now,
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way as he. I would just fucking open my gob and just like say something.
he referred me to this surgeon. I'd never met him. I'd never spoke to him. Nothing. And then I get a phone call in October by a physio telling me the surgeon's refused to do my operation. He thinks that pain injections will help me better. So if I would have accepted that, I would have got signed off from Bolton Hospital and I'd have to start all over again. So I kicked off, went to my proper surgeon secretary, kicked off, told her, she told Mr. May, and then Mr. May came down on Mr. Carter then, because my surgeon's over him, because he's one of the top dogs, you know what I mean?
So he's basically like one of the best at what he does in his like field and that.
He's a proper professor.
Yeah.
He goes all over the country doing training and shit like that, and he's one of the best.
Neurologist.
Yeah.
I've
One of
always
the
been
best
into neurology. I've always been into neuro. I've got like a book of neurology over there. I want to start reading it again. It's like fascinating, like about the nervous system, the brain, how it,
Exactly.
like all that works, the neurons, etc.
Functions.
Yeah.
People were in there with like where the brains had turned round. Like they had to go and get an aneurysm.
Like
And that's
mitochondria and stuff like that, all that.
Have the brains turned round.
Turned around?
Yeah.
Hell.
There was a woman, her brain had turned round. She had some sort of trauma happen. And what it done is it sort of like it turned itself, a brain, and it was all back to front. And it was sending her all over the place to know who she was, what she was doing.
Yeah, I'm surprised, like, because with the brainstem, there's an artery called the basilar artery that runs through the brainstem. I'm really surprised that didn't get like damaged in any way or like a blood clot through that, because that could happen. And if that
She
happens,
had
you get a
all
stroke through
sorts
that,
wrong
like,
with her. She was in surgery for about 7 hours, and she came out and she walked downstairs for a fag.
There's someone local to me.
Hardcore.
There's someone local to me. I've known him for donkey's years. He used to work in Sheerness Steel Mill. He had a really bad accident. A hot pole, molten steel pole that they were making, pulling out. Big hot. It came down and swept across. He wasn't looking. It went straight through his eye, through his skull, out the other side of the back of his head. Lost half of his brain. Lost half of his brain. He was still alive, still conscious, and they managed to get it out. He's only got half a brain. They've been having operations done for years. He's been having operations. He's always got a patch on his eye
and stuff.
But amazing he survived, and he can still talk fine and everything. He's like still walks, still talks.
To be honest with you, in hospitals these days, they don't realise. Like 10 years ago, I can understand people say, "Oh no, I'm not having that spine." Because if you type in microdiscectomy on YouTube, you see some of the graphic, them pulling away your spine with fucking, pliers and stuff like that. It's not like that anymore.
No.
It's not like that. It's too precise. It's all robots. It's robots.
Yeah.
Robots and surgery. And
you see, unlike back in the day, it was a lot different. But now it's like all like we've got all this technology. It's like it's a complete difference. And I mean, it's all like all this technology is like good for doing it, but anything can go wrong with it. Like the technology and that. Anything.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they do tell you if it in case it slips, because it's literally about a millimeter away from your spinal cord.
You're paralysed.
But I felt comfortable with my surgeon that I went ahead, because I wanted to get back to work. I wanted to get my life back, and I was more eager to get it sorted, and it just never did. It never did, because my body doesn't want to heal. My body doesn't want to take it. It's nothing to do with the surgery. The surgery worked back fine.
You think
it's how my body's taking it. What?
Do you think your body ever will heal?
No. I've left it and left it and left it. That's why I always say to people, if you've got a back injury, if you've got sciatica, fucking get the hospital. Because they're not like how they used to be. I've got a scar that big on my spine. That's it. On the bottom of my spine, and they went in the same hole twice. Yet I've got nerve damage on the left, scar tissue and nerve damage, because where I had an infection in my scar the second time, and that's when I was having the tremors, and he pulled me in straight away and said, you know, he was worried about me getting cerebral fluid, which cerebral fluid is like a fluid on your spinal cord, and it shuts down all your nerve system. It'll shut your body down completely. So he got me in straight away, and I was like that, Dan. I was fucking, my body was bouncing. It was like I was body popping, and I couldn't control it. And I was that scared of walking downstairs that I thought I was just going to go flying because I couldn't control. I was dropping things, losing sensations. I had all pain down my right arm. The fucking works. The fucking works. And now
I wouldn't be able to cope, me. I would be fucking stronger than me. Like, I couldn't cope with that. No way.
Exactly. But it's getting to that point now that I've had enough.
Have you
I've
seen
really had enough.
Have you seen the medical experiments they've been doing on using psilocybin to cure brain malfunctions that the body can't operate, like parts of the body?
Yeah, you said that last night, didn't you? You said that last night, yeah.
They're doing it in FDA have given approval to use psilocybin in Florida at the minute. So it's been legalized. It's been legalized in Florida. Psychedelics for medical use.
I've heard about the stem cell thing, but like, you never know. Like, if that, I mean, people have been like treated with stem cells, and that some people have had improvement, but it doesn't really cure. It does, like, it depends on what you have, like spinal injuries.
I've got a book written by the man that discovered stem cells. It was the man that first cultured the stem cell in the petri dish.
Yeah,
and he found if you change the environment of the culture, the stem cells grew bone. Then if you change the environment, it grew blood vessels. If you change the environment, it grew all different parts of like material that's in the body. So that a stem cell can be anything, and it's based on the environment that it's in, not the DNA, not the genetics. And he come up with a theory called epigenetics, which means above the genes. And he's written a book. I've got his book here called The Biology of Belief, and how your perceptions of the world affects your health in a drastic way, more than your genetics do, because your genetics is controlled by your perceptions of the environment. Dr. Bruce Lipton, his name is.
That's going in depth about, like,
Put it this way. The doctor today, I was absolutely gobsmacked because he's got a letter from the surgeon saying I need L4 surgery and I need my left side for injections. But it's only taken him since March to not even give me an MRI result. He's told me nothing. So if I was a person what was in severe pain, or I was this, that and the other, he's just put me aside, not give a shit. So I'm going above now. I'm going to inform my surgeon. I'm going to ask him to, because he's phoning me next week, because I've pushed it. Because I spoke to Carol. I explained it to Carol. Carol then went to Mr. Carter's secretary, said, Melissa's phoned up. I know Melissa's not our patient anymore, but she's been waiting for a result. Now they've acted because I've gone over his head again. It's taken me 2 times to go over his head to get any results.
You should have just done it in the first place, man. Jesus, you know.
He hasn't spoke to me. I only had 20 minutes of his time in a year and a half. Now, if he knows I need surgery, and that's the whole point why my surgeon put me to him to get me in quicker. Because he couldn't do it. So it's taken him a year and a half to not even give me a fucking 2-minute phone call. He's just left me hanging. Yes, COVID hit, fair enough, but it takes 2 minutes to do a phone call.
Our doctors stopped taking all appointments. He's doing all examinations and diagnosis via Zoom calls.
Yeah, well, even a phone call, I would have been quite content with some form of my next step, because I could be waiting to go back to work. You know, I've got my whole life ahead of me, and it's just leaving me astray. And it's not right.
They're doing it to everybody. They're doing it to everybody. They're doing it to people with cancer.
Yeah, I'd rather them see cancer patients, but my point is it takes 2 minutes for a phone call, Frank.
Did you
to
see
tell
that man?
you my MRI results.
Did you see that
It's
man
my
that phoned into the morning TV a little while back that had cancer because his doctor diagnosed it as a rash over a Zoom call, and so he didn't get treatment, and now he's only got less than a year to live.
Yeah.
He was crying on a Good Morning Britain, whatever it's called. I don't know what the morning telly's called, but it
Yeah,
would
don't get me wrong. I'd rather cancer patients get seen first. They're more priority to me. Doesn't help my situation because I'm stuck in the house. I'm not walking about anywhere. I'm making myself worse by sitting on my arse. I'm getting fatter. I'm not happy. I'm depressed. I don't show it. I have a laugh with you lot, but in closed doors, if I don't draw and keep myself occupied, I'm all over the place. That's my therapy.
Well,
Is doing that.
this has been my therapy, and it's probably helped me more than the counselling that I've had, all the counselling I've had, because that didn't help. So this is my therapy, coming on here and going online.
Exactly. You've never
talking
get
to
shouted
people.
at to shut up. But yeah, me too. But I never used to be like that. I've always been outgoing. I've always been like that. Got friends at festivals. The only time I managed to get out is at a festival.
You
It's
have
the
to
first
tell
time I
me.
see Matt.
Well,
You know
do you
what I
have
mean?
any festivals down Kent way?
Kent. Got one near there, but not exactly there. We've got bits all over the place. We've got like this year, we've got one left as a festival. That's the other one I've just told Matt about, where he
Where's that?
came and met me. It's up in Bromsgrove. Matt came and met me there with Jordan. I met Jordan and Matt for the first time. He came and seen Osrix.
It's a long way for me to go.
He came all the way from the south of Wales to come up and see me for an hour.
What's that?
Bonkers.
Where's that? That's up by Northampton, isn't it?
No, Birmingham.
Or Birmingham. It's a long
Mhm.
way.
It is a long way.
It'd be probably cheaper to fly.
That's why he made a trip of it, because he drove up, met Jordan on the motorway, drove up, done Birmingham, done some explores or whatever. He was going to go on the boat the following day.
Back.
Done a big explore with Jordan. Both of them came up and met me. Oh, Dan, you've got to get that cough sorted, man.
It's got to stop smoking that shit. That's what it's got to do.
No, it's
probably-
just
it's probably-
sickies.
It's probably tuberculosis.
You need to go and get that seen to, because that is just not right.
But then again, if it's tuberculosis, there's like antibiotics for that now, and like 100 years ago, it didn't exist.
Might be bronchitis. Do you go outside for a fag a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
It could be
Oh, fuck.
bronchitis, cold air.
Does
Have
that-
you ever? Do you
Oh,
use any hair stuff? Do you use hairspray or anything like that?
No, it's just pomade. Just,
Has it got any fumes? Has it got any smell to it?
It's
No.
got like petrol. Actually, hang on, it's got like petroleum in here. Yeah,
It's like
petroleum,
Vaseline. It's like oil Vaseline stuff.
lanolin, cocos, lucifera, coconut oil, aloe,
got coconut in it.
barbadensis, leaf juice, aloe vera, fragrance, parfum. That's about it.
I'm just thinking whether it's giving you any fumes or whatever. I'm like that when I go near fires. I get a throat infection straight away because of fire getting on my chest. I can't talk at festivals. When I come back from a festival, I can't talk.
I mean, it is cold.
It's either that or you're not drinking enough.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't like going to doctors because it's scary. I mean, like I was saying the
Dan,
other day about that thing on my ball, like, you know.
This is what I'm
Four years
saying.
to get it seen, eh?
When you've got situations, you need to go.
Mm.
Because the longer you put shit off, the worse you're going to get. And that's what I mean. I can advise anybody now, if you've got a back injury, fucking go and get it sorted. Don't leave it. Don't think, oh, it'll go soon. Because if that problem's there, it'll never go. It might disappear for a bit, but then a year later, you might get it back. And that's what I've done. Working in factories, heavy loads, working at Cadbury's, shit like that. Doing all D-deck and loading into lorries, working in factories, doing the same movement on biscuits on a conveyor belt every day.
It could be
It
that backy as well.
fucked.
That fake bullshit that I was smoking. I'm not smoking
There
that
you
anymore.
go.
Yeah,
It could
that
be-
done me in. I had a pack of that, and it bloody killed me. I was coughing all the time.
That it's
I've got
probably
this
that.
shit
Then I
I
hope.
can't smoke.
I mean,
Mind.
no one knows what it is. Not even I know what it is. Like so.
And it
That
don't
was
smell
mine.
right, and it doesn't stay
Turner.
alight.
Yeah, I've
Rubbish.
got that, Melissa Turner. I smoked that as well. Turner
Yeah,
backy.
but it's that. What fucks your chest up? I can't smoke it anymore. I only have that in spliffs now and again. That's it.
That's why I want to go back to vaping, because vaping, even though it's not good for you, but it's a damn sight better than fucking smoking.
I've never smoked spliffs. I always smoke it pure in a bong or pipe.
I would love to try, like,
Done.
have you heard of a hookah pipe? I would love to try one of them.
I used to have a bong until somebody robbed it on me. They walked out with a fucking bong with a
Why
big,
got-
like, bloody leopard skin tube on it.
Why
I've
we're
got that
talking about?
I've got that little one,
Yeah,
and I've got a big one that's about 3 foot high.
yeah. I haven't got any bongs, me, apart from like the shisha pipe.
Mm.
And I've got a mate.
Yeah.
I've got a
If
mate.
you're smoking that Turner, stop it.
I've got a
I'll
mate,
just
an Egyptian
stick to the straights.
friend. He's got one of these ones with all like 4 pipes on it, like
Yeah.
a communal
I've
one.
smoked one of them.
They're
I've
shishas.
smoked one of them in Egypt.
Shisha pipes, they're called. I would love to try one, but there's a way to set them up. It's like
But
a
he's
very in-depth way.
He smokes
Yeah.
like special tobacco, like fruit tobaccos with
Yeah,
it, like apple
strawberries.
tobacco.
Strawberry,
Strawberry
like a
tobacco.
gel. Like a gel.
Oh my
It's got
god!
Fucking
tobacco. It's got like it's like plants of apples. The apple plant dried up. Apple tobacco.
Sorry, Frank.
He's classic, isn't he?
and look what fucking Pikes put that Afghani fanny. What the fuck?
Don Richard Jones smoking normal.
Yeah. He makes names for me all the time, Frank.
He was doing it. He was doing it in Matt's just a minute ago.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
love to
no,
try
he
them.
always does it. He always
Who
does it.
does? Who does?
Mick J.
Oh yeah, he does. I'm surprised he hasn't been like timed out over there. Nah, it wouldn't happen. He wouldn't.
I'd
happen.
never time him out. Never.
I
Neither
kept,
would I.
I kept shouting
cool.
out to you, Melissa, but you weren't reading the comments. Telling, show Matt your art. Show Matt your artwork. Show Matt your artwork.
Melissa was
Yeah.
too
I can't- when
engrossed
I'm
in the
on my-
conversation.
No, when I'm on Matt's Lab, I can't read the chat. He doesn't have the chat up for you to view when you're on Matt's channel.
Doesn't he?
You can't see the chat. No.
Can you
If,
not? Like,
if I'm on my mobile phone, I can't see the chat. If
So,
I
like,
go into the chat, it's blank.
is that because there's too many people commenting, or is it because like he's decided to put it like that or something?
It's just
No,
the way he's got it set up.
That's because he uses StreamYard into OBS and then broadcasts from OBS, so it doesn't pick up the chat.
Yeah.
Or maybe another reason, because like, just say if someone's on there and someone gets trolled and they look at the chat and they have a go at them, it
Only
turns
he
into
can see it. Only
Yeah.
he can see it.
He needs to. You have to have a special plug-in for OBS to capture the chat from YouTube and put it in.
Basically, he's doing it for free. He's got a way of getting around it and doesn't pay anything. Yeah.
unless he has like you could use another phone to look at the chat though. Like I could use my other phone to do that, but
Dan, it's over there. I just only popped on to tell him about Franco TV. And I know he was getting on his way on his second or third beer. So, he hasn't drunk for a while. Give him his due. So probably 2 beers would have sent him skewy.
he
He gets all silly.
put the link. I should have came on, but then again, there's too many people on there that might think fucking who the
Now,
fuck's this guy?
If
Who
I'm on the
fuck is that
chat,
guy?
now this is another thing with Matt's chat. When you're in the chat itself, you can scroll right up to the very beginning. But if you go on this chat, you can only take it up so far, and that's it.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Because it's the way he has it set up. He's got his way of setting things up how he wants it to be.
I
I've signed
suppose
up.
it's a better way, actually. To be fair,
I signed up to a new streaming place called Restream. It's like StreamYard, but
Restream.
Restream it's called. It's like StreamYard, but it's better, a lot better, and it's unlimited minutes.
Does it not
Unlimited-
cost or anything? Because I might get that, or is it?
That's the free version. The free version's unlimited minutes, 6 people allowed on your stream, higher quality
No,
audio.
there's got to be a catch on that, Frank. There's got to
Yeah.
be a catch on that. You don't get nothing for free these days.
If you want to, it's got the logo advertisement in it. You can't get rid of and things like that. But if you want to pay for it, it's like cheaper than StreamYard, and you can have up to 10 people on when you pay for it for £14 a month or something. Which
It's
StreamYard
not, it's not bad.
I was gonna say, is it only for computer or is it for phone as well? Because I might get it if it's for phone.
Is it for YouTube?
Yeah, it's for even more than StreamYard. It's YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. You can broadcast to.
That sounds mint. I might have to look into getting that.
It sounds okay, but just look a bit more into it.
Yeah, well, I've installed it. Well, I haven't installed it. It's just like a web page like this. So it should work on. It says it's cross-platform as well. Can work on all.
What bit is it running at?
Huh?
Is it run by 1080p?
It's maximum. The free one is maximum 720p, which is what I use anyway. 720 when I do mine.
I would love to get the 4K, but you probably don't do that.
They do unlimited bit rate if you pay for it, so you can have it at 4K.
I've always thought about getting like the upgraded version of this so I can get 10 people on, but the problem with that is everyone will be talking. It would be like impossible to hear what everyone's saying.
Do what Matt does. Have 4 or 5 people max.
Yeah,
He doesn't allow any more than 4 up on Matt's.
I swear I've seen 6 on his before.
I looked at one Gareth uses, that Ecamm. It's only for Mac. You can't use it on PC.
For me, with all my pencils all in my bed. I went to McDonald's before. Oh my God, it was the worst McDonald's I've had in my life. Everything the Big Mac was freezing cold. The chips were rock hard. They didn't give a shot in the chips. What else was wrong with it?
You should have took it back in. You get a free voucher for a free meal.
It was absolutely chock-a-block.
And
it was a drive-through, and plus I went out in my pajamas.
I went in a drive-through, and they asked me to park up. Sometimes they ask you to park up and bring it out if they're busy. So I parked up in the car park, and I was waiting for it. They got the number plate and everything to come out and deliver it. And when she put it through the thing, the bag broke. And as she was handing it to me, so I went back in. I said, look, I can't do this. It'll fall out all over my car when I'm driving home. So they gave me.
They put everything upside down in ours.
They gave me 2 free vouchers for two free Big Mac meals because I complained about the bag breaking.
Yeah.
So if you go back in there and complain, that they will give you like free meals.
Yeah. Well, I would have done that, but one, I was in my pajamas and I had no bra on, no knickers on. I just chucked the coat on and was in the back of the car. That's one reason. And 2, to top it off, comes in here, because they give you those, they've changed the lids on McDonald's now. They give you like these little flimsy plastic lids for your drinks, right? Comes in here, because I was in pain. I've been in pain all day. I mean, all day. Goes to put my drink down on the floor, and the whole fucking thing went like that up in the air, all over my carpet. Cola, all over my carpet, all up in wardrobes, the lot. Big fucking wet stain here on my carpet.
I'm going to stop you a minute here, because...
What? Your time's up?
No, it's just Mick saying, fucking, when you visit, go back to the place with no, I'm not going to do that, Mick. That's stupid, man. They'd be saying stuff like that on here.
What?
They'd be saying stuff like I'm going to be breaking into fucking places. How, man? I wouldn't fucking do that.
What?
He said, next, when you're going back to that place you visited with an angle grinder or a ladder, I'm not going to, a ladder, but I'm not going with an angle grinder because, I'll get done for fucking, breaking and entering. I'm not a retard. I'm not going to fucking do that. How, man?
It might only be joking.
Sake. Well, I hope so.
Be joking.
Because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to, fucking, go out and fucking get myself arrested, Fucking hell.
No, we'd be joking.
Aye, I hope so.
Yeah, he will.
Fuck me.
Mick wouldn't do that. Yeah. He's not like that. Trust me. You just got
Wait,
to take them with a pinch of salt, like I do.
N-
Like I've always told Scooby, he used to get wound up all the time with Mick and Pike. And I'm like, Scooby, listen, they're having a laugh with you.
So it's hard. See,
Don't take it seriously.
the thing is, sometimes online with messages, like in person, I could tell easily if someone's having a laugh, but like on message, it's kind of you have to read into it a bit more. So
No, I don't reckon he meant that at all.
no, I'm not turning into Scooby Mick. It's just
Say-
like fucking. I
Yeah,
don't know, like when people could be reading that, and they may think I would actually do that, but then again, I'm not going to do that because no one knows us really, so no one knows what I'll actually do. Which obviously, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean?
See, a few zip ties and two, yeah, like Pike said.
I'd use a grappling hook like to get on top of the roof because that roof was
No,
like fucking
You know what I'd do?
what?
I got a fucking bungee. I got a fucking bungee and a BB gun and a fucking, I don't know, a
Parachute
BB gun.
Lissa.
Yeah,
Beep. Oh my god, no, the stream's gonna get fucking some reconnaissance mission or something to fucking
a
like
BB gun is
take a
not
guy
illegal.
out.
No, I'll
I-
just use one. I'll just use
I think
I
they're
don't know,
I think
water
BB
balloons.
guns you can't carry them out like in public spaces. I don't think that's
I've been
against it.
shot in the eye by a BB gun that far away from my eyeball
Yeah.
I got
by a
an email.
teenager years ago, and I had to go and get
I got
metal.
an email. I got an email
that
from
fucking hurt.
YouTube about my second stream
Yeah.
complaint.
Mm?
Yeah, apparently I had a complaint about my second stream. Well, not the first one, the second one, and it's I'm not allowed to monetize it and all this bullshit.
What?
Yeah, on the second live stream I done on yesterday.
So, is it YouTube that's complaining?
No, I think it's someone that's probably a troll.
None of our lot would do that.
No, they wouldn't.
You do get trolls in there, like, but fucking hell, fucking arseholes doing if they have like if they've done out.
But
If you'd
the
had
second
loads of
one,
people in chat,
there was nothing controversial on the second one. There was plenty on the first one, but not on the second one.
I'm just thinking.
I mean, it was pretty mild stream. It wasn't like we wasn't talking about anything that you can't talk about on the
I
second
don't
one.
know, you know. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there was swearing, but that's not.
It could
Yeah.
be alien based.
Oh yeah, talking about aliens, weren't we? And Area 51, but that was that's like-
Exactly. Now that could be YouTube complaining because they don't want any shit like that on streams. But people can film it, but they're very on you for that sort of stuff.
yeah.
You know,
that-
you start thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to go in, you know, oh, let's go and see this and this, that and the other.
But then
I
again,
went-
I
I went-
swear on mine.
I went to
Not bad.
visit my channel. I signed out to log into my channel. What it was like the video without me
Mm.
logged in, and without me ad block and everything on, and it's showing ads on the second stream now. They put adverts on it.
Oh, right. So they want you to, oh, well,
It's weird.
you're not big enough to get advert
You
payments
need
yet,
1,000
right?
subscribers, don't
No, I'm not. No,
So
I'm not.
what they're gonna do now is that since your streams seem to have hit off with so many viewers and you've got so many subscribers in such a small space of time, they're now
Yeah.
gonna put adverts on you and get money off you.
Yep. But there's nothing on my first stream with Percy and that. So
And that was weird, that because we were talking about everything,
yeah,
I was gonna say,
personal, everything, paedophile, the lot.
yeah.
do you know what I do with mine? I age restrict mine now just in case like anyone random can't go in there and call shit, like report or anything. So I just age
Well,
restrict mine.
Mine's not age restricted, but it's I put not made for kids on all my videos. So
Yeah,
it's not made for kids, so kids can't get it in their searches.
yeah.
Go
That's
into
what I do, that's what I
your YouTube studio, right? Go into you. This is where I've gone onto mine, and if you go onto your stream, right, and see how many people have viewed it within so many hours, and your watch time on it,
Yeah,
it'll tell you. It'll give you like a graph where it'll peak and blah blah blah,
yeah.
and you can
looked at it.
actually track. You can track what's happened in that, you know, the heat of the moment at times. where we've been talking and see if it's peaked. Because if it hasn't peaked, well, it's YouTube.
Yeah, it's not
It's
peaked.
no-
It's gone up gradually and then up to like a maximum amount of viewers.
No,
How
I'm
many
not
views
being
did you get on
funny.
that? You got like
There is
over
a
300
massive-
views, didn't you?
There's a massive peak right in the middle.
There you go.
There's a massive peak right in the middle. It goes like from the graph like goes 4 times bigger in the middle, right in the middle.
There you go. So if you go back on your chat and you go roughly about the rough time, you can time it across, and you can see what your heat of the moment, what that peak was. You might be
4
able to
hours.
find out.
It's at 4 hours 21 minutes, 20 minutes.
Well, go back on your stream and have a look at 4 hours 21 minutes and see what you were talking about.
Up to it's like 4 minutes, 4 hours 22 to 26 or so, and then it drops
Mhm.
off again.
Yeah, there you go. So you can track that yourself and see what you were talking about. And if it's something so bad, you can then piece it together. Is it somebody or is it YouTube?
I had 48 people on the chat at one time on that one last night, and 373 views so far
Fuck's
on that one.
sake.
Turn your fucking microphone off. You noisy bugger.
Goddamn, dropping me fucking things on the floor in my cupboard. Fuck's
The
sakes,
first-
man.
The first streams had 315 views. The second one's had 373.
Yeah, it's
And
not going by the views. Just go and check that peak, Frank, and see
Yeah, I
what you're
did.
talking about.
Peak.
Go and see
I'll
what
look at
you were
it
talking
afterwards.
about.
Yeah.
Look at
You need
smiley
to do
face.
that for your case, because if it's something what you think's inappropriate, yeah, or you can just put it as private. If it's so bad, put it as private, or
Look, it's
just put it only for you to view, nobody else.
Look
Yeah.
at taking Ned Flanders mustache. Look, diddly, diddly.
I found a way around some of this. If you put a video up as unlisted,
Mm.
so it's not listed on YouTube at all, but then you make a playlist, you can add that video in your playlist, and only your subscribers can see that video and no one else. Because they click on your playlist, only subscribers can see those playlists. So that's a way around it, I think, to unlist it so it's not listed on YouTube at all or my page, but it's only in a playlist for subscribers. So that might be a way around it.
I might do
You
that.
can actually block. There is a way of doing it, but it's a fucking bastard ache. Is going through Google itself, and you put security lock on any information, any of your things you've watched, your history, shit like that, and you can block anybody, like any of these websites checking or YouTube checking or Google checking. You can put a security block on through your Google account, but you'd have to go into like your security.
For some reason, I've got no chat box in my StreamYard here. Well, I can't chat from StreamYard.
No, you can't actually.
I can in private chat, but not in comments.
Are you in computer, aren't you? Like laptop or phone?
On a laptop, yeah.
Because on phone, I can't do it. Like I have to do it through my other phone. This is weird.
So,
I think
this has never happened to me before. I've always been able to chat from here when I've been on yours.
Yeah.
From StreamYard chat.
I don't know.
What is this? Anybody pick on me like?
Maybe a glitch or something, Frank. What's happening, Melissa? Oh, God.
Alien Lizard Jones, Para Area 51 Mel.
Oh, my God.
Uh,
Oh, God.
so I have to go into YouTube to type in chat.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't know.
even Lamroom is at it.
I think everyone's at it now. Fucking hell. I don't know why it's doing that, Frank. So it's never done it before.
No, I've always been able to chat from StreamYard on other people's streams. And now I'm blocked for some reason.
What?
4 hours. I'm blocked from chatting on StreamYard.
No, you shouldn't be. But
But I'm not blocked on YouTube.
I'm gonna make you don't think that's got anything to do with your Google.
No.
No, StreamYard shouldn't matter. StreamYard's another platform.
That's weird.
Try
That.
and refresh, Frank. Try and refresh.
Yeah, that could
Refresh
be
it
it.
on your internet. Or
That might be
close
what
some
it is.
pages down. Have you got any pages open from last night or the night before?
No,
Because I've noticed if you got
I've
it in
only got-
Chrome,
Hmm.
you need to shut it down.
I've only got LinkedIn open. My LinkedIn and
Yeah,
the
that's
YouTube
weird.
page
That.
and
I've not
YouTube
watched it.
Studio. That's all I've got open.
Well,
I've shut them down.
shut it down and go back into it again. Check.
I'll
You just said the
refresh.
same. I'm never able to type in the StreamYard chat.
I was before, and I was on your last one that you did, the last
Oh,
live.
you're talking about now. I can't write in here on my phone. I can't do it on here, but I can on my pad.
Well, I can't on my laptop anymore. Don't know why.
Just try and
That's no
refresh it, Frank, and have a go again. Just say.
Yeah, that could be it. I don't. That's probably the only. That's the only thing I could think of. Like, I didn't even know about that. Like, I didn't even know that you couldn't do it. Like, for some reason, that's weird. Very weird.
It's only because Frank's always worried about because he's been blocked on so many fucking different things that it affects everything on him. But
That's still the same.
No,
still the same.
Yep.
So there's something going on with YouTube then, isn't there?
Well, I can type in YouTube chat fine. If I go to this stream on YouTube, I can type in there fine. So it's not YouTube. StreamYard.
So do you think? No, even so, it doesn't matter because you've used your minutes. But
I've got 5 hours left on StreamYard. They say.
Daniel, why have you got more? Because you run out. How have you got more?
I've got like about I think like over an hour left, so I'll probably
Oh, right.
yeah.
And I was thinking that you'd run out.
But you can go over apparently.
Yeah, you can, because when we were on your live last time, we went over. We kept it running till 8 o'clock in the morning, if you remember.
Well, I've done. I worked out. I've done 18 hours of live streaming on StreamYard. Then it said I could free up space by deleting the videos of StreamYard, which I did. Then I had 5 hours, so it gave me an extra 3 hours.
Have you got a mobile phone there, Frank?
I haven't got a smartphone anymore, so
You've only got your laptop, or
I've only got a laptop. Yeah, laptop.
You haven't got any system updates, have you?
No, I had an update about 5 days ago. That was the last one. I've got one pending.
The only thing I can think of is what you can do is delete your StreamYard, what you've got, and remake another account, but use the same, obviously. Just uninstall it and reinstall it.
Well, it's just a web page, so it's not installed. I've not installed nothing. It's just I just go to the web page and do it from there.
It could be the web page itself then. It could be the actual StreamYard itself.
And maybe just like maybe down or something. I don't know.
And because I use Firefox.
Yeah. Try it through Chrome. Try it through Chrome.
Firefox, I've got it set up. It doesn't save any history whatsoever.
Just install Chrome and go through Chrome. StreamYard seems to run better on Chrome for some reason, and so does Melon app.
Melon app.
I've just had to go in my bloody Windows update settings because it's about to do an update. So I've just.
There you go. That's probably why.
I've just rescheduled it, so I've paused it for like 31 days.
Well, that's probably why, because it uses Windows as well, doesn't it? StreamYard.
I may try and get another account, like, because if you get another account, you can get more hours apparently. So I'm going to try and figure out how to do that.
I tried. It won't because you link it to the same YouTube. You have to have a different
Google.
Different YouTube channel.
Yeah, you need a different YouTube channel to do it because once it's linked, because it links through your Google
It links through
Yeah.
Google big time. Everything links through Google.
And then,
Everything.
because I tried it with a different email address, making a different StreamYard account, but when I tried to link to my same YouTube account,
Mm.
it clocked it, and
Yeah.
when I
Stopped it.
logged in, I still had the same hours as before.
Mm.
5 hours left.
Well, I may try that. What was the one that you mentioned?
Restream.
I may try and get that one.
I
Try and
don't
get it on
know.
my
I
phone.
don't know if it works streaming from a mobile, but I know mobile users can join it. Apparently, it's
Oh,
cross-platform, but you have to use. I think to use it streaming from a mobile, you have to use a Streamlabs
Mm.
app to use Restream.
So I'll have to download that. So I'll figure it
Hang
out.
on a
then I
minute,
might- then I'll try that
Landrover.
out.
Where the fuck have you got the cactus from?
Huh? I
Landrover's
wasn't even
put
reading the chat.
Triplicia Jones cactus normal.
He's probably talking about that hallucinogenic cactus, peyote or something. That's a
I
type
haven't
of
mentioned
hallucinogenic cactus. Yeah.
Normally it's about what I'm talking about, but I haven't mentioned the cactus.
He's just thinking of new things.
I mean,
Okay.
all smartphones nowadays have got like web browsers, haven't they?
Yeah, I think.
So you can connect to Restream using a web browser on your phone.
I might try and figure that out because like, that Restream does sound better than this StreamYard thing. But
I've done a test. I've done a little test private one with Restream this afternoon.
peyote, that's the one punch. I heard that's meant to be strong.
I like
stuff,
that one, Nick. I like that
Peyote.
one.
And it worked with me interface, but StreamYard wouldn't.
Mm.
It's like a 256 kilobyte audio, which is like 4 times better quality than StreamYard.
I want to get it if I can get it on my phone. But if not, then I'll just have to like wait until because I think October that I'm getting more hours or something. Because I looked it up the other day. It says October,
Love you too, Pike.
early October. So
I'm Mick.
no more
I'm
live
Rima.
streams till then if I can't get Restream.
I'm Punches.
What's happening?
They're all had it. They're all making names out of me, and it's quite cool actually because it's funny as fuck.
I got like everyone was making fun of me and Matt's stream because of that.
No,
hurdy-gurdy
even
thing.
Lamb Roamers fucking at it. No, he said, I don't know the rules. I'm just going with the flow. I'm new to this.
Yeah, you're learning well, Land Rover.
Yeah, you're not
You're
bad.
learning well. Oh my god, look. Take your drugs, Lissa Jones, fuck off Normel. Oh my god.
We're gonna have to start thinking about some for them as well, aren't we? We're gonna have to.
Yeah. Instead of,
I can't
like,
think. My mind just goes blank because I'm so flushed with all my names. My mind goes blank.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything.
Like, picking on poor Melissa, we're gonna have to do some of these in the chat, like
It's all
McJay,
right.
Pike, and Land Rover and that.
It's all right.
It's
because
alright.
it's paranormal. It gets you.
Mel with a Mel, as in
Yeah,
Mel.
my name, Melissa.
My name's just my name, my real life name. So
I thought it wasn't bad actually. Paranormal. Hmm.
I used to have another account with a nickname, but nobody knows what it is because it's I use it. I use it for other stuff. So
yeah, this is the only account I've. Well,
I've actually got 3 Google accounts, but all
Hey, Pike, I'll hit you with a fucking fish.
I've only got like this one,
Slap you across the face with
another
a
one, I
fish.
think. Pike, slap me across the face with a pike.
I told you I'll meet you at Tesco's and we'll have a fight. We'll have a box off.
Melissa Indiana Jones.
I'll just go in the fucking supermarket and get the biggest fucking trout there is and then slap you across the face with it.
Oh, the smelly fishy trout.
Yeah, with the fucking eyes, the lot.
Ew. Oh, actually, trout's quite nice. Have you tried trout?
And then when I've
Nice fish.
battered you with it, I'll take it back in and get my money back.
Battered fish, Melissa, battered trout.
Yeah,
Does anyone battered trout?
yeah, battered trout. Yeah,
Making a
but
nice batch of trout now
yeah,
and again, like.
I've got a good one for me. Mackerel instead of mackerel. It could be macmel or
Maclissa,
nah,
macramel,
yeah, macramel. Yeah,
macramel,
sounds like a cream or a fucking tablet, doesn't it?
Pikelissa,
Mac
fisher nomad.
macramel. Yeah, fishy nomad. Yeah, there you go. Nice one.
Jesus. Fucking hell. I don't know where the fucking get up with these names. Like, must they have too much time
I wouldn't even
thinking.
mind. How old do you think Pike is?
Probably like 50 or something.
27.
Mm-hmm. Is he really?
Yeah,
He's a young buck like me then. We're
Yeah.
3 years older than me.
he's on the ball for his age, I tell you.
I thought he was like old because of his profile pictures and fucking ghost. I thought he was like either dead or like some old guy that's about to die.
Who Pike?
Fucking hell.
Pike on a trike. No.
Mick J, I wonder how old he is. He's probably like in his 50s or something as well.
No,
I
he's
don't know.
not. He's the same age as me,
We're
roughly.
43
hmm
Well,
and I'm 20.
I'm just going to drop off for a second. I'll be back on in a minute.
right, Frank.
I'm going to try something. I think I've worked something out.
Okay.
No bother.
Right.
Land Romer's 28. Is he really? Are you really Land Romer? Fucking hell. I'm actually the youngest out of everyone that comments on these channels. I'm the youngest, which is quite surprising when you think about it.
I'm the second oldest. Donna's the oldest. I'm the second oldest. She's
In fact,
50. I'm 43.
out of everyone I've commented like, in the chats that said their name, age, I'm the youngest. So it's that's quite good. That's good. That doesn't work.
No, it hasn't worked. So, because I was still signed into StreamYard, so I signed out, logged out, shut the browser down, went back on, logged into YouTube, and then come back on here. I thought he might fix it, but
It hasn't.
no.
I wonder if it's something what you've done on your settings. You know, when you've
There's no settings for this in StreamYard. There's no. The only settings I've got is delete account.
I put my phone on charge.
Email address and delete account. That's all it says under settings and StreamYard when I log in.
I'll have a look at the stream myself.
You see when it gets to 20%, you're on StreamYard on your phone.
I wonder if I send you the link and you go in it that way. If that might work.
I'm just clicking the StreamYard link that
Dan's put in.
Yeah,
Dan's put in. So if I go on my pad and I'll highlight it and I'll send you it. Hang on, how can I send you it?
$11.99.
The only way I can send you it is through an email, isn't it?
Yeah. I can keep. Well, I don't
Don't
know.
say it.
I can give you it, but
hang on. What's up with that background?
Put it in. Can you put it in? Can you put on private chat?
Oh yeah, I can put it in private chat.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit going on. Like there's some weird shit.
I think StreamYard's knuckling down on people, to be fair, because everybody's using it. It's either that or it's getting a system update or something, you know.
For some
but
reason,
I've never had. And I've got loads of friends on Facebook. I've got loads of everything all over the world, and I've never had any problems at all. Only that one time where I was in cybercrime. That was it. I got targeted for cybercrime.
The last time Facebook let me back on was when my mum died, and I joined a Facebook group for the family, and I was able to get back into my old account that way. And my old account's still there, but they won't let me log in normally through my own login.
Dan, drop the StreamYard link again, please.
The StreamYard link, right? Okay.
Yeah. So I can see it because I can't scroll up.
My phone's going a bit funny. Like StreamYard, you're like used to are like flashing like in and out, and it's like weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Right, putting it in.
My avatar
Is
on
it the private chat or the normal chat?
What's up, Mick?
My avatar on Facebook is my mum holding me as a baby.
No, it's
My
nice.
name. I've got the old photo when I was born. I was about 4 days old.
The little Frank.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
4
big
days
now.
old in the arms in a photo booth. In my mum's arms.
can't-
Mum holding me up.
I think there's only one picture. Oh, actually, there might be a few pictures of me when I was the baby. I may actually do that one day. Like go through all pictures and show them on here. That'd be quite cool. Like go through like a history of me or something like that. You know, that'd be quite cool. But I would have to like get them all out because they're like fucking be like somewhere locked up. I would have to like go through them and that. But yeah, that'd be a good stream to do. All the way up until like when I was 1, all the way up until now. Well, actually, now you could just say what I look like now anyway. So you know.
Well, I've just gone into my email. I've got bloody 4 emails from Tony L.
Tony L.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Is he all right?
Yeah. He's wanting me to join his live streams when I was asleep earlier on.
Ah,
Is he doing
And,
one now?
No, he's not. He done a couple earlier on. Matthew Williams has emailed me as well.
has he?
Yeah.
Cool.
He says, "Hi Frank, I just noticed your Jan Hammer video only had 16 views. I think I know why. YouTube doesn't know the difference between the words Jan and Hammer. And if you use tags in the video and put Jan Hammer as a keyword, you find a lot more people view the video. Also, you need
Yeah.
tags with multiple words so YouTube allows searches on other people's videos and not yours. As I
Yeah.
probably have Jan Hammer as a tag to show up first in searches."
Cool.
He's sending me advice on he's trying to help me.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cool.
That's good that he's helped me. I could probably do with some help off him as well.
That's out of the blue. That's out of the blue because well, I've spoken to him probably 3 times on streams now on Vacant Havens on his one and Carl's, yeah, when he was in hospital.
I was on there that time, but I never really.
And do you know what?
talked with him.
Actually,
least
I was very scared about going and meeting Matt. I've been hesitating to go on his live for a while. And then I thought, when I said to him about Osrix and he was coming to meet me, I thought, fuck it. And I went up and he'll just let me up. Because, you know, he's very picky about people. And I was quite surprised he came and met me the way he did because he normally is very weary about people.
Yeah.
But he's always seen me in his chat. But I've never been up on his stream. And I've never had any. I've sent him a few pins a while ago in caves in Derbyshire. But that's it. And he just met me just like that.
I've sent
And
him
I
a
was
few
really
videos.
surprised.
I've sent him a few videos in the past, a few locations in the past. He asked the family if I could go to Gareth's Memorial for me. Then he sent me the address and everything. So
there's no point me sending them anything because I'm way fucking all the way up north. You'll not come up here.
I don't know how Matt gets.
He will. He will.
I don't know how Matt has got the time to because he responds to like every email I send. Like
the problem is though, there's nothing up here. Like I've tried to look for places like apart from that place in like Durham, but
Right.
other than that,
It's on its way.
what was it? What's going on in the chat? Last thing I've done was the link.
I've got it, but is it gonna? What difference will it be from here? I don't know.
Just try it. Just see if it'll let you go in through another
All right.
form.
I'll shut
another
this
way.
down. I'll leave here and then.
Right. I've just sent him it through an email so he can click that stream and see if he can come in it from an email.
Do you know when you met? I was gonna say. Do you know when you met Matt and that? What like? Do you know how like people on here sound different? Because
No, it's exactly the same. And so is Jordan.
voice.
Same Jordan. Yeah. He was shouting yippee down a fucking canal. Yeah.
He's fucking mint, man, Jordan. I would fucking he's as wild as me. I would fucking be taken out. Like it'd be fucking.
I said to them, "Do you both want a drink?" I introduced them to Osrix. They met Harvey Bainbridge. Harvey was already on his second bottle of wine and about 4 splits. when he just got off stage. Because Harvey's nearly 80 now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can he do it?
No, Sam, exactly the same.
Right, there's something wrong with your end.
Yeah.
So,
It's not letting me type in the public chat. I need private chat.
Huh.
that's
I don't
fucking
know.
strange. That is
I'll
really
just maybe
strange.
give it give it a while. Maybe it's like a few days. Maybe it's when you're next on one of these, and then it might work again.
I might be
There could
flagged.
be there could be just like fixing something or something.
Yeah, maybe. I might be flagged for putting controversial links in.
Hmm. Then again, if
Could
you're
be.
flagged, they wouldn't let you up here, would they?
Yeah.
Like,
They would. They can't stop that. They can't stop him coming up, but they can stop what he does.
oh, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, makes sense.
But not public. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
But anything he does private or he puts anything in, yeah, they
I
can
know
stop.
YouTube block everything to do with Odyssey.
They do.
Even if you type the words, the spell out ODYSEE as in Odyssey, even if you separate it with dots and things or spaces or
Yeah.
try and disguise it or spell it out in a different way, message deleted.
Yeah.
But
The only
it's-
way you can do that normally when it does block, you can't, like when you said to me the other day, Van, it's come up show as hide when you were a moderator.
yeah,
That is Google telling you it's like a job line. It's like you get a boss, then you get a supervisor, then you get your workers. It's like they're telling you whether you want to show that comment or not because you're a moderator on that channel. So they're giving you that responsibility to either block it or show it.
yeah.
But they've blocked it their end because it's something inappropriate like fuck off or whatever. And you can show it, but then when it comes to moderators typing, you'll find when moderator types that Google will block us from using comments. So it's like we block you and they will block us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They can't
yeah.
do it to normal people what are not moderators. They can't really, well, they can do it, but they won't let moderators do it because that's the whole point of us being a moderator, to keep that inappropriate shit out. So they come down on us then if
I'm
we
gonna
use
test-
an inappropriate word.
I'm
They
gonna
have
you know
to
what I mean?
disable all the censorship bullshit, aren't they? Like, fucking hell, they're just taking it to the next
I'm
level.
going to test out streaming on Odyssey because they let you stream live stream as well on Odyssey. So I'm going to try that out, see what that's like because there's no censorship there whatsoever. I mean, it's like the Wild West on Odyssey. You can say
Yeah.
anything, except for
But
if it's the only thing you can't say if it's to do with
racism as well. You're allowed to say that? I would imagine.
No.
you
Yeah.
can't incite hatred, violence, or
Inappropriate.
inappropriate
Sexual.
content.
Well,
Threats as
Or
well.
pornography.
Violence,
You
threats,
can't
all
promote
that.
pornography or nothing like that. So anything inappropriate to, well, anybody really. But
So the most inappropriate words, the most like biggest swear words you could say, cunt, and that's allowed. I would.
oh yes, that's fine. And
you
you
can say it loud, but
you can swear as much as you like on Odyssey, and you can say the prohibited words that you can't say about the situation on Odyssey. Fine, and
and also they can block you for saying bugger.
Okay.
If you say the word bugger, they can block you because
Bugger
bugger
me.
is actually an old word for boy fiddling boys.
Yeah,
It's
See,
an
up
old
in the
word.
north, a lot of the old people up here, they used. Like, I mean, Nana used to say that word and that, and like a lot of
Yeah.
the other older people. So I don't know.
You cheeky bugger. You cheeky bugger.
I was
Like,
always
cheeky
getting
bugger.
trouble in primary school for saying bloody,
I got a disciplinary for saying bugger.
bloody hell, like, or bloody this or bloody that, and the teacher would scold me like, just go and sit in the corner, like
Yeah,
I had to go
I
and
said.
sit in the
remember
corner.
I had
And I'll be sitting in a corner saying, bloody's in the Bible, bloody's in the book. If you don't bloody believe me, take a bloody look. I kept repeating it over and over again. I was a git in primary school.
I got wrong for saying, like, do you know what I got wrong for saying? I got wrong for saying fucking Jesus Christ, because I would assume the person that, like I said, it was like religious or something. It said blasphemy and all that. They would have thought it was blasphemous by saying it. So I
We
would
used to
assume
have
they
a
were religious.
resident called Ronald Webster's. Ronald Webster's name was, and he was a very believer of Jesus, and he didn't like gays. He didn't like this or anything like that. And 3 of our staff on night were gay,
Mm.
and they weren't allowed to go in his room. He'd
Wow.
bully off, calling them bastards, the fucking lot. He'd go off on one.
What a
But
horrible,
made
what a
more
horrible
pressure
piece
for
of work.
us. Made hard pressure for us because only he'd let us go in on our own to do his care work, to do like clean him and all that shit. But anything to do with anybody else, because he used to use a convene and a catheter. He used to go into a drip, into a bag, and he only let us do it. Now, if anybody else touched him, he used to go to the management and complain that he got sexually abused by them.
That's wrong. That like.
I was
Exactly.
I was kicked out of it. I got sent. I got taken to Sunday school once when I was a little kid, like 5 years old, and they started talking about Jesus and coming down from heaven and that, and because they came from heaven. And I said, "Well, was he a spaceman?" And they booted me out for saying that Jesus was a spaceman. And that was back in like 1978, 79. I thought I was like ancient aliens, bloody spacemen back then when I was like
Thank you,
4 or 5 years
Pike.
old.
Thank you, Pike.
They said to my mum and dad, "Don't bring him back."
Honest to God.
It's only a little nipper asking questions. Where's he gone?
He's still there.
I'm waiting
He's
for it.
still
No,
there.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for a tab. He'll be back in 5.
All right.
I've only got fucking 1 left. I thought I had 4, but some motherfuckers nicked the other fucking 3. What the fuck?
Which? Nick, what?
What?
What did he say?
Some
Nick, what?
motherfuckers nicked 3 of me tabs.
What, your fags?
Yeah, I swear I had like 4, and like some mysterious reason, like the rest are just gone. I don't know what's going on there.
Sure you haven't smoked them, Dan, because you have been on. You do smoke quite a lot, same as me. But especially on a live stream, you do tend to smoke more. Sorry, I'm just drawing.
I smoke most I've smoked one day is 50, which is ridiculous.
I'm not happy with the way she looks. She's too pale.
Anyways, I'll be back. It was a few.
I think I'm going to need another 4 or 5 layers to get her the right colour. See, they're the pencils I use, most of them colours.
I found when after you showed me your art last night, I dug out my old art stuff and I thought I'm gonna try painting again. I used to do acrylic painting with acrylics. I found all my old brushes and stuff, and I found all my old acrylics.
Yeah, my sister is more of a painter. She does a lot of collage at the moment, but people say to me I should sell it, but at the end of the day, they're just images of women, and who's going to want a picture of a woman on the wall? You know?
It's pretty spectacular, though. You get a lot of money for that, for doing artwork.
Yeah, but my sister's been trying to sell her artwork for fucking years, and she's just created a new account. She's got a new website. He does photography, Graham. They both live in Brixham in Devon. So they're living right on the seafront, right by the fish harbour, beautiful place. And Kay's doing all this art, and she's put it up on the website, and nobody's clicking it.
Yeah.
And I think it's because since Kay has only got a small community down there, that she can't get a word out. But I've told her to make a YouTube channel, and I would moderate for hers and just do it like a half an hour clip showing her how she's done this picture that and do like a watermark on the bottom so nobody can take that off YouTube and print it.
Yeah.
See, these pictures what I draw haven't come from my head. They're copies of other people's.
All right.
So I draw it, redraw it, and do my own stamp on it. So it's not my original work.
I did something similar to what you did when I was doing A-level art. I did like
Copying.
yeah, I did.
copying.
I sort of traced the outline and just the basic features, like on sort of
Yeah,
kind of traced it out. But
mine's on like big pieces of paper like that.
but then I did it with a colour pencil afterwards. Like I made all the shading and made
That's what this is.
Yeah.
To do skin tone, I use, well, to be honest with you, I'm going to have to buy more Prisma. I must admit, I must have rebought the pencils 4 times over. So I must have spent about 800 quid easy on replacing them.
I did.
Easy.
I did portrait of Marlon Brando when he was young. Remember V, that science fiction series V, back in the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
I did a copy of the face with the face torn off of the alien and half human, but I put it in with the backgrounds of space and stuff. I should like add to it, not just do the single portrait.
Well,
scene.
I've done 3 copies of this. What I've done is I've copied the image, I've drew it, I've put it on a piece of paper, and I've reprinted it. Because I've done it, this image was only an outline. So what I've done is I've put it in grayscale through a printer. So I get all the shadings already built in, and it's just on printing paper. So I can see where all the shading needs to be, and then I layer it. And then that's how come it comes out the way it did. Now that pink hair I done, that was just me putting 4 colours together and see if they work. So I'll do all the shading and I'll do the blending. So if I do it's always like the lightest colour, a medium, a dark, and then a light. Or you can do 3 or 4 colours, but 4 colours works better for me. A lot of people just use 3. And you just do a light, then you go over your medium on your little bit, you leave a little tiny bit on highlights, on flowers or whatever. Then you use a dark for your where your shadows are, and then you go back over it again with light. Then you put your medium back in, and then a dark. Well, I use about, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I use 8 colours 14 times.
I found, but I used to get when I was young. I used to get this course. It's like a magazine course on art, on drawing. It had all the different techniques of pencil, cross hatching, and all the different things to get textures.
Pen and ink.
And I found some of the old magazines that it's like it was. They had like on the cover like a brush on every one, or something different for you to use, a special pencil on each one. They were quite expensive at the time, and I got the whole set somewhere, but I've only found a few of them. But it's like an entire course on art and drawing.
Yeah,
that's how I learned when I was a kid.
I don't know how I'm doing that many layers on such shit paper. It's just normal printing paper. That's all it is. But I'm thinking about, I've got a proper toothed paper, a proper artist book in here, proper toothed paper. But to put that through a printer, I don't think the printer would take that thickness.
No,
and it wouldn't come out properly. So that's why I've done it on shit paper, but it's taken me longer to get that smooth look. See, on this bit, since I've put it on here, this is 4 layers already on that one. It's 4 layers on that one already.
Yeah.
So that's very light, but you can see all the grains in the skin still.
Yeah.
I've put a highlight on a cheek there. And then I've done a bit of an eyeshadow, which I'll go over that with dark and shit. But that's 4, 5 layers already. And you can feel it with the oil when you're burnishing it off, that the paper can't take anymore. So doing it this way is not working.
No.
I'm trying my best, but I'm not getting the result. So grayscale's no good.
Well, the proper art paper, it's softer as well. It's
a lot thicker though, and it's toothed. But with oil pencils, it will handle it better.
mm,
Faber-Castell's polychromos, which are these, they're more of a harder pencil. These what artists mostly use to draw with is these ones. But I find that you don't get the smooth results on skin with these. They're all right for doing flowers or stuff like that, but to get the smoothness of skin so it looks so smooth without no fucking marks in it, and it's all blended in together, Prisma's your best bet. It's a cheating way as well.
I used to use a really soft pencil and then smudge it with a finger to get the blend.
Where I don't, I layer it and then burnish it in.
Yeah.
I don't use any blend in my finger, and I've got the best thing to blend it in with is a cotton bud. Cotton bud over your image is the best way out to blend, because even though I've got blending tools, I've got blending stumps and stuff like that.
I've got something to show you. It's an old picture of Oscar Wilde when he was 17 years old. It was given to me, left to my mum by her brother. He was homosexual, my mum's brother, in Ireland, Republic of Ireland, who was living with this man called Michael McLearmore, who was a friend. He was a lot older than him. He was a friend of Oscar Wilde, and he had this portrait of Oscar Wilde when he was 17 years old. Pencil. I've got it in there. I can show it to you. It's apparently it's worth a bit of money. It was valued at Sotheby's, and
Sotheby's, fucking hell. You get a lot of money if you sell like some good stuff.
I wouldn't sell it though. It's got a dedication to Michael McLearmore from Oscar Wilde, written in handwriting on the back of it. I think that's why it's worth so much, is because it's got actual Oscar Wilde's handwriting on the bloody back of the picture.
Who's Oscar Wilde again? Who's Oscar Wilde?
I was going to actually draw Matthew Wright and Amelia, his wife, and the kids.
Oscar Wilde was a famous playwright, an artist, back in years ago.
Did you ever used to watch Bob?
Bob, no.
The artist Bob?
No.
Oh, he's old artist, and he's on YouTube as well, and he does all like he uses just paint, but he scrapes it off with, like a scraper, and he layers like landscapes and stuff. Bob Ross, his name is Bob Ross.
I was gonna say,
he's a famous artist.
Do you draw for anyone, Melissa, or is it just like close?
Just myself. Myself.
Hang on, I'll be back in a minute.
Just myself. I don't sell it. I've only just started doing portraits, really. I've only just started getting back into it. I haven't done it for 10 years.
I lost
interest when I lost all my coursework and I fucked college up for a boyfriend. I was meant to go to Humberside University for art and design, and I could have had all my diplomas and everything, and my ex-boyfriend was a bastard. He ruined it for me, kept coming up to the college, fucking causing shit in my college, and I couldn't concentrate. And he just fucked it up for me, and then I just stopped. I just stopped. But I'm more into the graphic side of it. I was always into graphics, animation, that sort of art.
That's why you're so good at doing it.
I'm good at doing cartoon characters. I can draw a cartoon character off my head, just like that. Boom.
You can pretty much like draw anything, and literally anything.
No, I can't draw anything. I can draw animals, maybe portraits now.
Wow, look at
and
that
like
thing.
cartoon characters and stuff. Yeah, that's cool.
Jeez.
That's really old. That's Oscar Wilde when he was 17 years old. A portrait of him, and on the back it's got a handwritten message. It's really old. It's ancient. I don't know if you can see it.
How old is it? Like?
Yeah, you can see it, Frank. Yeah.
For Michael McLearmore, and this is written by Oscar Wilde as a gift to Michael McLeod from Oscar Wilde.
Wow, cool.
Fucking good, that, like.
Keep hold of that, like.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell that. I would keep that.
The paper, Sotheby's looked at the paper. They said it can't be Oscar Wilde when they first examined it, because the paper it was drawn on is too old. It's like a 15.
Is it like a yellow? Is it like a yellow paper?
It's got the maker's name in the watermark.
Ah.
Who made the paper? It's Knockinger Mill. 17. That's the wrong way round. 1796. This was, and they said it was too old for Oscar Wilde, but they used old paper.
Yeah.
The
So what
artist
he
used old paper.
So he must have found something old, and he decided to do a classic picture and reuse that piece of paper onto a new piece of art and put them together, binding them together. So you got two pieces together.
Yeah.
You should keep one of your pictures, Melissa, and like leave it for like hundreds of years. Can you imagine someone like taking that?
Do you know what? Do you know what I'd love to do? I'd like to leave a time. What, you know, when you had one of the time capsule things.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, our family is not that big. We've got family in South Africa, cousins, but two got shot coming over here to come and go to my dad's funeral. My dad was obviously a bastard. It was on his side, the black sheep side. My nan was on the run from the IRA in Ireland because she was a Protestant and her husband was Catholic. And in Ireland, you can't mix. There's a rule that you can't mix. So my nan was on the run from the IRA. She came over.
The IRA, they're fucking
yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
That's my
she was on the run.
Set of brushes and.
Are they Winston Newtons? They look like Winston Newtons.
Maybe.
Don't tell Melissa to
Are
catch
they
up.
bamboo?
Yeah.
Just says it.
Tell Melissa to catch up on chat. All right. Okay.
There's some funny things that's been said.
Okay. Right. When you pay Land Rover's in Moist 69er Jones Parabend. Now, Pike, 69's not my style. Like, I would love to do, but I'm fucking not functional for it anymore. So that's how the works. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I can't fucking do that shit anymore. I'd love to do it, but I can't. My body won't work. But I like your idea. Cheers.
Yeah, you had a good idea, but unfortunately it ain't working. So
it's
it's a no. It's a no.
Talking about the IRA, that's the reason why my mum ran away from Ireland. Her first husband in Ireland was in the IRA as a gun runner she used to do gun running for Gaddafi for the IRA. And he used to beat her up something terrible.
Now, Pike, that's really rude.
She ran away from her husband because he kept beating her up.
Yeah.
And fucking box your ears for that one.
Took 10 kids. 10 kids on the boat to England, and they met my father.
I've just got to answer this one, Pike. Literally, I'd snap you in half, mate.
Pike, you've been fucking pawned there, like. You said it now, like.
He's poor. Melissa Jones bends me bell end now.
Whoa. Easy there, easy, Pike, easy.
No, that's Pike. Carry on, mate. You don't faze me, honestly. He knows he doesn't faze me.
You're gonna have to try harder than that, Pike. You're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that.
Nothing will make me just. I'll just laugh it off.
Just laugh it off.
That's the way I am.
Yeah.
You forget I'm fucking 20 years older than you.
Yeah, Melissa's seen a lot more than you, Pike.
Yeah, I've been there, done it, bought the t-shirt. You're only still starting.
Yeah, you're just a young whippersnapper in the
Your
prime of
little
his
whip,
life.
your little pikey.
A pikey snapper.
They're all on it now, though. They're all doing it.
I only hear what Frank was.
Subscribe to this for moist and mature length and girth. Pike,
Oh my god.
that's naughty. I know why they're doing this. Do you want to know why? You know why
Yeah.
they can do this? Because there's no moderators then.
Yeah. Wait, I'm here, mate. I'm here. I'm here, so I'll be fucking dealing with this shit if it carries on. I'm only kidding. I'm not going to do that.
Hey,
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm fucking on it now.
You're in the shit now. Pike, McG, you're both
I'd never
fucking-
time them out. Not on purpose, I wouldn't. No way.
Should give you a spanking, though.
Yeah, give me a good
I'd do
hard-
more
good
than that.
hard
I'd
spank.
fucking, I'd eat you
Proper.
alive, you know what I mean? I'd fucking, yeah.
She'd make
I'm too fucking fat.
She'd make men out of yous, like.
I'm way too fucking, past the sell by date. I can hear myself now.
I definitely wouldn't.
Hang on a
question
minute. They are all fucking moderators.
Hang on, this is Pike and Mick moderators.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I so can't anyway, but I wanted to.
Mod can't, only I could do something like that, but I can't. 'Cause I'm-
What's that? Fucking, I don't like aubergines. Is that aubergine? Don't like that one. Get a banana. Get the banana at the end, or like
Starfish
cherry
cake.
banana.
Chocolate starfish cake, Pike. That sounds nice. It wouldn't taste nice, I bet, but yeah.
Hang on, where's Scooby been in here?
No, I haven't seen him in here. I think he went to bed or something, I would imagine.
Ugh, fucking, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
He'd probably
he
go
went-
live. He'd probably go live 3 times tomorrow, as he always
Yeah,
does
unless-
at tea time.
Unless someone else is, but
It goes live, and then it's just, and you think that you just sat down, you think, I'm just gonna have my tea now, and then your fucking phone pings, and you're like, hello everyone.
oh,
I'm lurking.
it's really after fucking
3 or 4 times he's on live, and then I understand he's fed up, he's in the house. So am I, but
I've,
you know,
I've found.
just think,
I've got some clips for intros to introduce different people on the next live stream that I'm organising. Going to schedule it properly.
this
I've
gonna
got
be
some clips for each one. Guess what I've got for Tony L?
who's the best, Mick?
You wrestled the door.
Who's the best
Flash.
one? It's Mick.
Flash.
Mick's the best one.
Tony L.
I got Flash. The Flash little bit of the Flash clip from the movie to Flash Gordon. Flash with a Queen, a
Yeah.
little bit of clip of the Queen music.
He's the
Yeah,
most
Tony
of the
L.
universe. Flash. Oh. Remember Barbarella?
Oh yeah, yeah.
God, that film used to go through me.
Barbarella, is that the one where the baked beans come out the wall?
Where all the dolls would all have metal teeth.
What's that one with the baked beans coming out the walls and filling up the place? I thought it was Barbarella. It's something like Barbarella.
I thought that was Flash Gordon.
It's
Flash
weird.
Gordon.
It had what's her name?
Barbarella. Type in Barbarella on YouTube, Dan. She might be still there, but this is some freaky, trippy shit.
Ooh,
This is
like
like
that sort of thing.
you dolls with metal teeth chasing after you and shit like that. And they're all on clouds, and it's just fucking.
It's
twisted
like
to fuck.
a psychedelic science fiction, isn't it?
Oh, it's fucking twisted to fuck. Some proper. Even Rainbow were on trips. Telling you, they were all on acid.
Rainbow.
Yeah, they were all on acid. Yeah.
Isn't the band Rainbow?
No, the actual cartoon, like character
right.
sort of thing with Zippy and Bungle. They were all on fucking acid.
I was thinking about the fucking band there. I was going to say that I wouldn't imagine they would do that sort of thing.
But
They were more
In
rock band,
in
like a
60s
like-
and 70s, it was all the rage, and opium was all the rage. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was like,
Rainbow. Rainbow's a good band. Not the cartoon. That's a cartoon, but I prefer the band Rainbow,
Nah, you're not been scared away, Dan, at all.
especially Dio when he was a part of that. It's a fucking amazing singer.
No, Pike, pack it in.
Oh, I'm thinking of the movie Tommy.
Tammy.
I'd do more than sit on your fucking face, mate. I'd swallow you.
Fart in your face. Fart in your face. Right in the face. Sharp.
He's fucking, he's pissed, isn't he? He's pissed.
Yeah, if you're pissed, Pike, yeah, wash
Do you know
it with
what?
paper, otherwise...
You keep hold of this stream, right, and I'm going to screenshot the fucking lot. I'm going to show him tomorrow what he's been like.
Barbarella's the one with when they've got a orgasm machine, haven't they?
Yeah,
Ooh, that sounds
yeah.
good. That's
It's like Clockwork Orange. It's twisted to fuck.
I want an orgasm machine. Where do you sign up to get one? I want one.
But this
So-
is literally how old is it? 70s?
1968.
Yeah. So it was
Who?
before my time. But
Who's Lisa's? Are you two Lisas? Lisa's.
no, I'd eat two Lisses, he said. I'd
Oh, right.
eat two of me. Well, I'd eat
Who,
three of you, which is Lamb, Roma, Pike, and Mick.
Oh my god.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I'm not bothered. Really, I'm not bothered. But don't fucking do it again, the lot of yous.
She ain't phased by it. You can keep
No.
trying your fucking damnedest. It ain't going anywhere with Melissa. Like, she's not, you know.
Way past it. Well on it.
Barbarella was Jane Fonda in it.
Jane
Mm.
Fonda. I've heard of her. Jane Fonda.
Pin-up
Just-
girl in the 60s.
Gang bang. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I
I'm
prefer,
it, really.
prefer it back then. The 50s, 60s. I just think people look better back then. Like the style of what they wore. The hairstyle.
Land, Pike, Mick,
That's
Lisa
why I-
Jones.
That's why I have the hairstyle as I do now, because I like the 50s hairstyles with a swept back like that and the partings on the sides. And
Hey, Dan, read Mick's last one.
that. Land, Pike, McLissa, Jones, Etosul Mod. Huh. Oh, what the fuck?
Mick's the
Jesus.
number one. Sorry, he's the number one.
What goes through their brains when they think of this stuff? I don't know.
Pike's pissed. Mick will probably be pissed.
They're
And
probably all
Lamb
fucking
Roma's be stoned.
Yeah, so you got pissed, stoned. Who else isn't here? I think Dan's fucking up to the left because
He has, yeah. It's only he's lurking, but he's not saying nothing because he can't get a word in edgeways.
Exactly, because it's like it's been overtaken by fucking Mick J and Pike.
Dan, why didn't you come up, bud? Come up on the panel.
Well, I'll be ending this because I think I was almost up. And plus,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Fairy muff.
fair enough. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll have to, unless I can get another Google account or something and like
You're not
where I get more
pissed.
hours.
He's
I'll
not
be able to
peeved.
like
he
do
said.
another one. But
He's not peeved. Yeah.
Androma, I'm pissed, stoned, and high on K. Oh my god, fucking hell! Everyone in this chat right now is fucking drunk and fucking stoned, and we're the only ones that aren't. Fucking hell!
I'm
Can you
on
imagine that?
I'm on bloody tea.
I think it'd be.
I'm on water. I'm on water.
I was on tea, and I had a cigarette before, but that's all I ever do.
Well, do you
That's
know
all
what? Yeah, I know you're going to end it soon anyway, so I'm going to go and eat my fucking chicken wrap from McDonald's because it's in the microwave.
Ooh.
And I'm hungry. I didn't want to get up. I want to get downstairs before my sister gets up so I don't have to make it a brew and feed the cat.
I didn't go bed today until about midday, and then I had
I got 2 hours sleep.
I had to wake up. I woke up about 6:10, and then I had a knock on the door at 6:20. And singing out my band to go for the meeting at the drummer's house for the little practice.
Mm.
Because we work out what we're going to do on the day before we go to the studio for the band practice, because we don't want to waste time in the studio because it costs money.
Yeah.
So we hire that out. So we have a little work out what we're going to work out, kind of thing, at the
Hmm.
studio.
Like planning what you're gonna like play and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just so we know what we're doing for the next day.
I wish
Yeah,
I wasn't.
but I was awake for about 10 minutes, knock on the door to go out the door, and I got home about 9 o'clock. I'm knackered.
Yeah, well, I left the stream, had the doctor phoning me. Then the painters and decorators meant to be at 8 o'clock. They didn't turn up. Then the doctor phoned me at 9 o'clock. So I went to sleep for 2 hours and then I was back up.
Little fucking painters and decorators. The
I
fucking
was in fucking agony when I woke up. I was in that much pain. I was crying. It was just fucking, and I've been like that all day and all night. In myself, I'm okay, but my body's just it's in agony.
I was just sleeping yesterday, just sleeping
And
and fucking doing this shit.
It's my
Well,
sister's birthday today. It's my sister's birthday. It's her 51st. We're going to be going out for a meal later on tonight. We're going for a steak and whatever.
Steak.
Yeah, because I want
Oh.
a steak. I want a proper big steak with peppercorn sauce.
Peppercorns.
And then I've got my big sister coming up from Devon in the beginning of October. I haven't seen her for 3 years. So, yeah.
I've done my Tesco order to have it delivered today.
Mm.
I've ordered a big lump of beef,
Mm.
so I'm gonna put that.
I've got a ribeye in the freezer.
So get a slow cooker.
rump.
Slow cookers are good. They're good for like making stuff like that. Like leave it in there for a few hours. It's lovely.
Yeah, I did have one. I got rid of it though.
And you can make it. I had like one time I made like a gravy out of it all, like the juices.
Steak Lister Jones, rain or melt.
I love that isn't pack of gravy you get anyway. It's like real gravy's better.
Yeah,
Steak Lister Jones, rare and normal. That is quite funny. I must admit. You call me this shit for years. This could be like fucking.
Do you know what? It's classic. You can't beat it, can you?
I wonder which one the best one.
You can
I've ever
can batter it, but you can't beat it.
Oh my god.
She's on our level, everything over her head. She knows us and knows how we have a laugh. She's mint. I'm mint. Fucking bang tidy.
Bang tidy. Fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Fucking boss mate.
Boss mate. That's fucking boss like.
Fucking boss mate.
Fucking boss like. Oh my home man. How you doing like? Oh, what is that from the Northeast like?
It's like when I said to the other day, lush. Fucking lush.
Pucker. She's pucker. If you're from the Northeast, there's a one that's called Bari. You're proper Bari.
That's for me, even if I like met Carl and I met Matt, and it's just
Wagwan me
you just can't beat it, can you? You just can't. Without all this over the past year and a half, over COVID and isolating and chatting and shit, people go fucking nuts. But online, it's kept us all, talking to each other.
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
Will you stop dying? If you're gonna die quietly, please.
I might do my sleep like that, mate. That may be arranged. I fucking hope it does. Or actually, that's another conversation I would love to have. Is like what happens, like after you die, like after I would love to know. There's a lot of theories. I mean, no one really knows what happens when you after you die and that, but there's a lot of theories people have on it, and that's one of the things I'm really interested in.
Peppercorn milk.
There's people that have had near-death experiences that come back.
Yeah.
Peppercorn milk. Oh, it's classic.
They describe what they experienced when they died and then come back again.
But
Do you know
see,
what? I'd come
yeah, I
back and
found
I'd all
a
have a
lot of them,
rave with us all.
a lot of them are different as well.
We're going to be gone when you are all living, and we'll all come back and we'll all have a fucking party. You know what I
I
mean?
think
You call me up, get the Ouija board out and call me up.
I think our consciousness gets blasted out into space and we travel.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
don't.
one.
I think we just linger.
That's
We
that's
linger
one of the,
around.
that's one of the things I heard, Frank. That's what I believe. That's what I think as well. I mean, that's
I'd
still
love
all
to
my
go.
belief.
I'd love to do that,
Yeah,
but in reality, I don't think. I think we are
Because
spirits.
there's a scientific maxim that can't be broken, that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So
yeah.
when you die, the energy goes somewhere, which is your
Mm.
consciousness and your. It goes back and carries on. It lives on.
So
Do
your
you know what?
memory will
Do
be
you know what
in
I'd love
outer
to do?
space and that.
Click your fingers and stop time. What would you do if you could do that? What would you do?
Lots of criminal stuff. Break into banks. That's what I'd do.
ooh,
There you go. Well,
that
I'll
would be
do
fun.
that. But then when you click your fingers, everything goes back to normal. Nobody knows a thing.
Yeah.
I would love to go back in
That would
time
be
and like
bonkers.
I would go back in time and like fucking stop things from happening. Like imagine that stopping fucking World War II and 9/11 and stuff like that. Can you imagine that? And how would the world would be different?
I'd change my
Like
life
things like that
back
change the world. So yeah,
10
I'd probably
years. And I'd go back to like my 30s, 20s, 30s.
Who do you
When I
think you
was
were?
raving and in rave
I-
clubs and,
Who were you?
you
Who do you
know,
think you were before you were you? That's what I want to like. Who were we before we were we? We'll never know, but
I was
I got
I was the devil. I
I'll
was
go
the
back
devil.
30 years and buy loads of shares in Apple and Microsoft. Go back 30 years and then be rich.
Oh, no. No, I wouldn't do that.
fuck, I wish I was rich.
Be a billionaire.
Yeah, billionaire, fucking Bill Gates thing. I'd
To be honest
billionaire.
with you, I wouldn't like to be a billionaire. I'd like to be comfortable, but I wouldn't want to have too much money because I think people with too much money are too fucking far up their own arses.
Yeah.
And you get that sort of thing where friends want to be your friends because you've got money,
Yeah,
and you start getting all snobby with it. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want that personality. So
Well, I've never
if
had fuck
anything,
all.
if anything,
you-
I'd like to be comfortable, be stable, give me family some, give me friends some. I'd probably open a club or I don't know, take over,
see what I would do. I would
do
open
loads of airbag
restaurants.
shit with all of these lot, give donations everywhere.
I would open up a few restaurants and like cafes and that sort of thing. I would be like a
And I'd take over
restaurant, you know.
YouTube. I'd buy YouTube out.
There'll be a lot of money. Like you would need more than millions for that. Like you would need billions. For that.
Yeah.
Fucking-
I'd buy YouTube out, clean out.
I'd buy Facebook or Zuckerberg, and I would fucking completely like. I would let people say what they want, do what the fucking want. No, the censorship bullshit on there.
No,
That would be
I'd have
fucking
a
gone.
bit of censorship on YouTube, but I wouldn't. All these people like what want to do YouTube videos and airbags. I'd stop all that so they can fucking do what they want and let them put up what they want without worrying about going to people's houses or doing this, that, and the other. I'd change all that and let them just do whatever they want to do, and I'd show it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd do that way of it, and then I'd do a bit for charity too.
Yeah. I mean, I would do stuff with charity as well. Like
I'd give it to
stuff-
kids with brain tumours and stuff like that. You know, people what are coming into the world these days, and change it.
homeless as well.
I'd let cancer cures be
Yeah, definitely. That'd be one of the things.
because
Like,
there's loads of treatments that has been suppressed over the years they've discovered and they keep
To be honest
suppressing.
with you, I don't ever think we'd ever get official cure for cancer.
you see, I think
Everybody's got cancer. Everybody's got cancer in them.
I know, but your immune system deals with it every day.
Yeah,
you see, I think
it runs in my
maybe
family.
one-
Actually, it runs in my family.
There may be one in the like not in our lifetime, but probably in the
Well, there is.
future.
Go look up Brzezinski, Burzinski.
Brzezinski. Yeah.
He's got a treatment center in Texas, FDA approved. he's cured over 10,000 people of incurable cancers
Yeah,
that
I remember you
have been
saying,
written
yeah.
off. Even babies born with inoperable, incurable tumours in the centre of their brain.
Yeah, didn't you say that you've
Cured.
been
How
to
much
court
is
that
it?
many
Like, it'll be a lot
times,
of
isn't
money,
it?
though. It'll be
Yep.
a lot of money.
He's had no complaints from any patients. They take him to court, and the people that have been cured have given their testimonies. Other doctors have given their testimonies. He's just been pillared. Like, they're trying to stop him all the time, but
Fucking
he's
hell,
not-
Pike, that's a long one.
he's not allowed to charge for his treatments. So he's had to give all of his treatment for free for the last 10, 15 years that he's been doing it. So
Now,
he's
Pike, you leave the brothel out, please. I'm not that fucking way inclined. I wouldn't
So literally
lower
any
myself
type,
to
even
be
like
a
lung
brothel.
cancer, its last stage, you can cure that sort of thing.
yeah, he has done. There's a playlist on my channel.
Mm.
Go down to the bottom. It's cancer cures, and it's all
Yeah.
the history going back to like the 1930s. Royal Rife, he had a cure as well using a machine, electronic device.
Yeah.
They've cured it many times. There's an interview with you know, the comedian, the actor, stir crazy, Gene Wilder. You know, remember
Yeah.
Gene Wilder?
Gene Wilder, yeah. Yeah.
He was on an interview once in like the 70s, 80s, saying that he got cancer and he got taken to this facility and they treated him with stem cells. And this was back in like early 70s.
I didn't know they had them back then. Like, I didn't even know stem cells were around then.
Well, I got this
Well,
book.
like
I got this book.
therapy of it, I mean. Yeah.
I got this book from the man who discovered stem cells, and that was in like 1968
Yeah.
when they discovered it. But Gene Wilder was cured from cancer using this stem cell treatment back in like the 70s.
Wonder what cancer he had. Like.
Don't know.
I'll probably on like Google.
It runs in my family. My dad had leukemia. I've had cervical cancer. Me cousins had cancer, so it's within our family. But more of my dad's side.
Leukemia is
I don't
nasty.
fucking leukemia is a fucking
Especially chronic myeloid leukemia. That's bad. There's the lymphoblastic one.
My dad was a
acute
fucking
one.
psycho. My dad was a dickhead. My dad was fucking twisted.
Acute.
As you know, he what I told you the other day. Yeah, he's
The
fucking
thing is with acute and
fiddling around with
chronic
kids
chronic
is
means
not okay in my eyes. Sorry.
I was blessed with my parents, and they were great.
Well, I wasn't. Oh, what have
Yeah.
I done? There you go. I wasn't, you see. I was blessed. I was spoiled as a child, but it's because I was daddy's little girl. That's all it was.
I was never spoiled because
I ran away from home. I was out.
I was the youngest of 10. We had no money, so I was never spoiled. I had hand-me-downs every year. I had no new clothes growing up. Never. It was always hand-me-downs.
Well, my
was a
dad
bit of
always
a-
used to take my sister's money off him for his pleasure
I was
of
a little
fucking
shit.
buying
I
shit.
used to like be a bit of a fucking. I used to always cry to get what I want. So yeah, it was pretty bad.
I grew up in a prefab house made of gyprock, and I was born in a caravan in Minster and Isle of Sheppey on the seafront.
That would be nice. Like in the yeah.
So we didn't have a proper house for years.
I've lived here all my life, exactly where I'm sitting.
I grew up in a house that had ice on the inside of the windows because we had no heating
Jesus.
in the winter. And we had to crack the ice off the inside of the windows because of the condensation. The only heating we had was the gas cooker, all 4 burners on, oven open with the gas oven on to heat the house. That was the only heating we had growing up.
Well, we used to have to go down to the coal where they done all the coal, and we used to have to carry coal back to heat our fires because I had asthma when I was a kid, and our house was damp. I lived in Haswell at first. I lived in a posh area, but then I ended up scallywag.
In the winter, I used to wake up in the morning and all the bedding would be soaking wet from the condensation.
We'll do soon, Luke. We'll do soon.
Yeah,
Probably give
This
it
one,
another
this
minute.
one will get, this one will get you going.
What the fuck is that?
The
Is it a
vibrator.
I
pleasure?
knew, I knew
pleasure
it would.
toy? Is it like a pleasure toy or something?
No,
Fucking
it's
hell.
an eraser. It's a rubber.
Oh, right.
Oh,
It'll only
Rubber
take the
band.
oil off. It's a rubber on the end, see?
Rubber razor.
I thought it was some
Yeah.
sort of love egg or something.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, like a vibrator.
It's the only thing that takes oil off. Because it rotates and gets all the oil off the paper. But you have to be careful how you take oil off. It's called an electric eraser.
An electric
20 quid.
razor.
20 quid for one of them. But it's the only thing, a rubber or a putty rubber or anything like that won't take it off. Only that will.
I've got
'Cause
an
it needs to
electric
take-
grinder.
Yeah.
The weed.
Hi, Daniel, Frank, Melissa. Well,
Okay.
it'll be goodbye, Daniel, Frank, Melissa, shortly, because I'll be ending this soon.
Who's that?
Luke,
Hello, Luke. Have you been lurking?
It'll be goodbye, Luke, in a minute, because I'm ending this soon, actually, because I'm fucking knackered. And
so am
I'm out of
Um,
StreamYard. I was only
yeah.
meant to have, like, I think I've went over, actually,
Hmm.
which you can do. So
Okay.
I'll probably do
worries.
another one in October, because that's when I next get more hours, so I'll just have to go on other people's streams if they do them.
or find another stream app.
Get
yeah.
Melon up or something, or
You have to pay
whatever.
for that, though, I think, because Alex said he
Yeah, you
paid for
do.
it. Fuck that.
There's about
Okay.
10 of them. I did a search.
Neon.
There's about 10.
Actually, I could get that restream thing, but I'm gonna look more into that when I come off here. Actually,
Ow.
see what that's about. Then if I can get that, then I'll just get that.
And
Like,
I've
what
got
if
one
it's
of these.
right, that'd be sport. What is that?
It's an a manual, like you know what you used to get at school, and you give it, you sharpen your pencils,
Pencil
Yeah.
sharpener, yeah.
but it's got a bingo blade in it. The blade's quite fucking sharp, actually. It really is. It's like forgot what it's called, but the blade on it is like that.
Well, be careful what you're doing with that thing, Melissa. We don't want to have an accident here.
Yeah, literally, it's a big metal blade. It doesn't take sharpen your pencils. Fucking eat the
Yeah, but
pencils, actually.
That could probably
Well, I just
sharpen
dropped
other
it all
things
over
other
the
than
place.
pencils. Like, that could probably do some other kind of things.
That's all pencil sharpenings.
Oh my god, that looks nice. That.
Yeah, it looks nice and frothy.
I would mind some of that, like sprinkle.
Frothy sharpener. Looks like 100,000.
But you
Can't
wouldn't want it'll not taste like that though. It'll be
No,
like
it's just pure wood. Pure wood.
a bland wood taste.
It is proper wood as well on prisoners.
But I can't say I've tried wood before, like, but I would imagine it's
Ah.
bland.
You haven't tasted wood? Then that was
No.
all missing.
No, I've never tasted wood. Melissa, fucking.
See, I'm on it. Mm.
Horny, Lissa.
No, definitely not horny. Past it, Lissa.
Horny. Me so horny. Me horny.
Me so horny.
Me so horny.
Oh, me so horny.
Look Asian when you done that there, like. Oh, that's a fucking your face frozen. It looked like there was two of you. That was fucking yeah.
I'm waiting for these lot. Melissa needs Wood Jones, any length normal. I think, Pike, you seriously need to go and find a tree, darling. I really do think you need to go and find a fucking tree and sort yourself out.
Yeah, he's a bit fucking.
He's fucked.
Yeah, I think we
I
should
think
end this now because otherwise
It's
it's gonna spill out of control. In fact, it already has spun out of control. So, fucking hell.
It always is.
Yeah, it's always like a fucking comedy show, and they are like fucking
Yeah.
and every other chat as well.
And the funniest fucking thing is they're all moderators.
Oh, come on. You're supposed to have a bit of fucking responsibility, moderators. Come on now. We'll have none of this. You can't
Yeah,
abuse
you're
your
meant to be.
powers, yeah?
Yeah,
You
you're meant
can't
to be
abuse your
telling.
powers.
Yeah, you should be telling people not to be like this.
You're not really setting a good influence, are you? Like by saying that. By
Well,
saying what you're
I
saying.
give Pike his due. He's dropped me link.
Yeah. At least there's some back normality going on there. What a moderator should be doing.
Adrian will be on in a minute.
Well, if we're still, I'm going off shortly, so
I was
you'd
going to
have
say,
to
he
be in
doesn't
here.
do anything anyway. He's a lovely guy, like.
I
He
think I've
just
seen
goes and
him on
feeds
one
his
of these.
sheep. Goes and fiddles his sheep.
Fiddler, the sheep fiddler, sheep shagger, sheep fiddler.
Goes to get his flock. Oh,
Frank's like, what the fuck is been going on here?
Frank, welcome to the Mad Chat. Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the nut house, man. The fucking one flew over the cuckoo's nest here.
We all get about though, don't we?
Yeah.
They wouldn't do all this in match chat. You'd fucking block them all.
Exactly. He doesn't tolerate this bullshit right here. If you all
No,
fuck it
because
off.
nobody's a moderator.
Hopefully, yeah, there's actually a few. Well, there's a few, isn't it? I think.
There's only Donna and Luke, Jackie. What's his face? He hardly comes on. I haven't seen fucking the other one either. Ages. What's his name? Luke will know. Oh God, he used to moderate. Even Proven Raven. He used to be a moderator and then he just disappeared. Which his name's Kieran.
How do they manage with like this like 500 odd people that can be in their live chats at times? How the hell can they manage that? It'd be like crazy.
Easy. Call. Dark Arts is 1,000 people in calls.
Fucking hell, 1,000 people.
Yeah. He gets 1,000 people in on chat.
You see, that's why I don't really comment on some of them, because like it'll just be like the message will go like zoop, like that, and they wouldn't be able to see my message. So I just think,
Oh no, there's like
if you spam,
me, Bug, Icy Diamond, Katie, Ali, Taco, Susan Solomon. Who else?
tackle.
We're all moderators. He just put our name on the end. He names us all.
That must be an honour to have your name.
I've been paid. I've been a paid member for 15 months now. A paid member, but I've watched Carl for 6 years.
6 years, Jesus.
Yeah,
You're a
going right back.
You're a loyal fan.
When he was actually Dark Arts Paranormal at first.
Have you met Carl, like, or
No, Icy has though.
I bet you wish to bring me Carl, like, about that'll be.
I will do eventually. I probably will do.
Well,
He's only in Wales. He's only in Wales.
You met Matt, so you'll definitely meet Carl at some point.
Carl does his own shit. Like, well, Icy's been 17 months or 18 months. I've been 15 months. Yeah, so, yeah. He normally meets the longest person, who's on the channel. Yeah, they had a camping trip. They went up there for a few days. I remember Icy telling me that she was going camping with her son for a few days in Wales, and she asked me to send me some locations where I think would best to camp.
Yeah.
So I sent her a location and that, and then I clicked that she met Carl.
Yeah.
And Natalie, and they'd done a camping, and then she went out on a few days with them. Yeah. So yeah, and then she was on a video.
Like camping with Carl, that would be a nice time.
Well, he's in Wales anyway, so I doubt he would have camped, but she would have stayed nearby.
He lives in Wales.
Yeah, he lives in Wales now, yeah. He didn't used to. It's only when he met Natalie. He was with Sam before Natalie. He was with Sam for ages. But he didn't really like Sam, to be honest. She was a bit weird.
She was a bit, out there, shall we say. I
don't know, there was just something controlling about her for some reason. I don't know.
Something not quite right, basically.
Yeah.
Something a bit, sus. A bit sus.
Yeah. But, hey ho. They're all young as well.
Yeah.
Carl's only young as well.
Young, how old is he, like in his 30s?
hmm
30, he's bloody young. He looks. I thought he was like around my age.
No,
Well,
How
that's
do
a
you,
compliment,
how do you
she's nice.
connect to StreamYard on your phone? Because on this, I got an invite from Tony L. It says if you don't have a laptop or desktop, then you can join on your phone, but the experience is usually best on a laptop. On Android, we recommend the Chrome browser.
yeah, that's what I said to you, Chrome.
Oh, well, then you can use, then Restream would be okay then, because that's
You
what
can't
Restream.
chat on your phone now. You can chat on another device, but you can't
Yeah.
chat. I can read the chat and type in private chat, but I can't write on StreamYard chat.
I think you can on Restream. It allows everybody to chat.
I can on there, on my pad. I can have them both open at the same time and I can chat on there and do it that way, like I have, and do it on that. So
Yeah.
everything's colourful in my room, as you can tell.
I'll do a test in not tomorrow, but probably day after with Restream, a YouTube
Yeah.
stream. I'll do a test
sure.
of it, see if it works.
Mm,
The only thing
yeah.
I don't like about it, when it gives like it asks for authorization of what they can access to your YouTube account. You know, like when you sign up to connect it to your YouTube, and they want
only allow it to your camera, your mic,
they want
photos.
permissions. They need permissions to access your YouTube account.
Mm,
They
Yeah.
reckon that if you click agree, you're agreeing to them
Yeah,
accessing
checking
your
everything.
YouTube, deleting your videos, your comments, all sorts of things like that. That's a bit worrying for me. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Like, fuck that.
but
Fuck
that's
that
the only
shit.
thing about Restream. But it's the only one I can see that's really totally free. That it's unlimited streaming, allows 6 people to join and chat, and it allows you to queue up audio files as well, like what Gareth did.
Mm.
And it
does
allows
sound better.
overlays and scrolling stuff without using OBS,
Mm.
and all the backgrounds and green
Hmm.
screen and stuff.
It does sound better, like, but obviously, if it's gonna be deleting chats and that and fucking, then
It
I
wants
don't know.
access to possibly if you make a stream that gets complained, that they can delete it.
Type, listen, it's water off a duck's back, mate. All of it. Nothing phases me. So you'll get bored in the end because you're just waiting for a response and it's just not going to happen. If anything, I'll just laugh it off.
Come off a prostitute's lip.
Prostitutes, I fucking wish if I was. But I'd be useless. I'd be useless.
I'd be a male escort, mate.
I'll just end up just getting paid for just lying there instead.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go because I'm just gonna get hot.
Go on then, Dan. Go on. Yeah. So Frank, try StreamYard again next time you do a live, and see if you can chat then. And if it's still the same, I advise you to go on a different platform, maybe. But
Yeah.
you're still going to get access to your Google regardless.
There's
The only
Melon app.
problem,
Melon app.
it still uses Google. All of it does.
Everything.
Well,
Everything does.
that Restream, I signed up. It didn't ask for Google. It just asked my email address, any email address to sign up with.
Yeah, but it's your email address what's linked to Google.
Yeah.
Everything's linked via email.
And
Your email is accessed for every single platform you go on. Bing, a lot.
Yeah.
So you're never going to get away from it being linked to Google. Never.
Well, I can get like a GMX account. Like use that instead. Email.
The only other way you could do it is if you're open and if you like go on Ask Jeeves instead and don't use Google browser.
I don't use
at
Google
all.
browser anyway. I use Firefox, open source one.
Yeah, but when you go on to YouTube, it goes through Google. So they already know your email address. So
Yeah.
they just link you both together regardless. The only other way you can do it is if you change your email address and start again.
Yeah, I know. New channel and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But then it'll go down to your home address.
Yeah.
They'll always
Well,
get you some way.
well,
You can't get away from it.
I've still got like my mum's account login. I could use that, and that's a
Yeah.
different.
And you could like your own videos then, and you get more views.
I've got
Give
yeah,
yourself an extra view and an extra like.
I've
I
got all
gone
the.
on I went on to my
lovely-
mum's and liked your video yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. Through my mum's.
Yeah. Oh, bloody winner! Donna wrote a comment on one of my videos of Maple Leaf Rag, it's like the music to that of Scott Joplin, please. And she wrote a comment under it saying, "My dad really loved this." So I wrote a comment under replying saying, "Oh, tell him he's got good taste." And then she writes under, "I would if I could." Like, he's dead.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
my dad really liked this. I was thinking like she played it to her dad,
Yeah.
and he said, "Oh God," I was like, "Oh no."
No, she's all right. It's
Yeah, I
just,
know.
One of them. Right. Let's go, Dan.
Yep.
Let's go. Time out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Right, let's go. It's all
Because I'm fucking starving now.
Yeah.
right.
I've got a
I'm
bit of
gonna have
energy
to-
in my leg.
Right, I'm gonna have to ask everyone to leave now. Leave the stream.
With
and
words,
just
fuck
get on
off.
with it. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I'll say it in a more polite way, right?
I'm
Right.
pissing off now.
It's been
Anyway.
a great.
No,
it's
I've
been
got
great
to.
chatting to you.
All right,
Been
look.
great chatting to you. I'll speak to you
Obviously,
another
I'll
time.
speak. No, I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Speak to us tomorrow.
We talk to each other every day on the
Do
stream,
I?
on the chat.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Speak to you tomorrow. I'll speak to you tomorrow, Melissa.
Tomorrow.
Speak to you tomorrow.
See you
See you
All right.
tomorrow.
later.
I
See
won't
you,
be.
mate.
I won't
See
be
you,
home
mate.
from 11 o'clock tomorrow night, so be after then.
All
Yeah,
right.
late one.
I'll speak
late
to you
one there.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
See you later.
All right. No, mate.
Adios, sayonara,
Adios, amigos.
au revoir,
Auf Wiedersehen.
Au revoir.
bye,
Bye.
chat, like, subscribe, all that whole shit. Goodbye.
Bye.